And we're live. Hello, 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 Ohio. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. And gal morning. We are on episode 3, trial part 1, according to the game. Where is it?
Where's that save file?
Where is that save file?
I can't believe.
Oh, I think it's right here. I think it's number 7.
Yeah,
there
we go. I mean, we could have just gone from like the autosave, I think, but.
Oh, I forget that that's usable. Paul Blart sounds.
You forgot that autosave exists in this game.
Yeah, I never use it. Also, I need to
Modern
fix
technology.
my chat.
You need to what your chat? Also, hi
fix it.
everybody.
Yeah, welcome in, Chicken Coop Enjoyer. Welcome in, Saito Saiken. Paul Blart sounds. Yes, I do like that pun. I use that one quite often, actually.
I think at least it's better than some of the other names you've gone under.
Yeah, for sure. I think I've only what is it? Seen 1. I can't remember what happens in 2. Have you seen Paul Blart?
No.
No? Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, no.
Damn.
All right.
I think the first one is very good. Pretty funny. Yeah, welcome in, everybody. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Thunderhog. I do the fighting game streams occasionally. And also, I just think really here. Also, I am dying.
And what are you playing tomorrow, actually?
Actually, if I get a chance, I'll do it. But actually, well, why am I talking about tomorrow already?
Might as well show your next stream.
I guess.
You're playing Haiku the Robot, right?
Yeah, so it's a bit of an indie game I was looking into, but Haiku the Robot, which is a Metroidvania that looks like a GBA game, and I don't know what it is about this game, but it just really looks cool and I want to play it. So
very cool, very cool. So far I haven't seen any haikus from the previews, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, there's not. It is called Haiku the Robot, and it has nothing to do with actual haikus. I've been cheated. I've been cheated and lied to.
A little bit disappointed. It does sound cool. Yeah, it does sound cool. It looks very cool.
It looks like a very low res version of Hollow Knight, so I'll take it. So,
yeah.
Genuinely. Yeah. I did not 100% Hollow Knight because that's for people with
too much time.
Crazy brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I admittedly I never beat the Moth, so I'll take my L's. I did as much as I wanted to, so it's like okay, I'll be satisfied with it.
You plan on picking up Silk Song?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
I do like Metroidvanias. That's like I say I stream a lot of fighting games, but the other thing I really like is Metroidvanias when I get a chance to. So
it's not my thing, but if you guys are interested in that kind of thing, you can check out Thunderhog.
You could.
Yeah, you could. Or you could not.
Anyway,
yeah. Alright, should we get on with the trial?
Let's get on to this trial. I have a can of Dragon Fruit Red Bull because this fucking trial is gonna drag on to hell and back. Oh, jeez.
23rd October, 8:52 a.m. The Old Bailey, defendant's antechamber. I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe it's been 6 months since yesterday.
I can't believe it's been 6 months since the last stream. Since I was last allowed to work in court. And now here I am, back at the Old Bailey. Holy crap! No!
You haven't seen the cinematic masterpiece of Paul Blart Mall copyright? I was trying to read that copy pasta in the harebrained voice.
Yeah. Holy, it doesn't even fit in my in the space I have the chat for. And it's gone.
I'm sorry. It's just the fact that it came up as soon as Hairbrain showed up. My brain was like, I have to treat this like it's a real, like one of those like Rick and Morty copy pastas.
He would show up and start talking about Paul Blart. He would. I can see him doing that. Respect for the troops.
Mr. Naruhodo.
Please, no more Paul Blart. Good morning, Professor Hairbrain.
I can't believe the first voice I put on is me reciting a Paul Blart.
I haven't seen that one before.
Oh, God, oh God, my mouth is fucked up after that one.
What? We just started.
Oh no, I'm already losing it. I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. The atmospheric pressure in here is off the charts. I never felt anything like it. It's crushing me.
I feel it every time I'm here. That gravity.
I was gonna say, isn't that just gravity?
do you believe in gravity, Professor Hairbrain?
My first name's fucking Albert. What do you think? Well, this is Britain's highest court. My voice is all over the place right now. But you're telling me it's fitted with some kind of device that can actually control air pressure? Oh Jesus!
Oh God.
I don't think that's how that works.
I think it's probably all in the mind.
Kick punch. Well, yes. Well, you won't let me down, will you, Mr. Naruhodo? I'm counting on you today's trial to save my life. To save the secret of my super high voltage instantaneous kinesis machine from being made public.
Yes, I understand. Your super high voltage instantaneous kinesis machine.
How do you fucking remember that? I can't even remember it. I can't even remember for more than 2 seconds.
I had to read it so many times.
Yeah, that was the first time I had to say it.
Yeah, that's the first time you had to say it, and it's your invention. I don't understand. Anyway.
I usually just read my inventions. What do you mean?
Welcome in, the Master 4127. Welcome in. I hope you're having a great time today.
I just made the damn thing. I didn't name it.
I know what I have to do to stop all the ghosts from coming through. You guys are playing the best game in the Ace Attorney series. I hope so. This game is fantastic so far.
It's becoming that. It was before this. It definitely was Investigations 2. This is shaping up way better than Investigations 2 even. So that's a lot for me.
I mean, in Investigations 2, you can't go to the prosecutor's office 3 times. So.
Yes, you can, but that's a different problem. Oh wait, no. Well, I mean, your rivals. Like, for no reason.
For no reason.
You can't just bust into Phoenix's office and be like, "Sup, Phoenix?" It's like,
can't believe that he lets us in there.
God, three times.
I have to establish that the explosion 2 days ago was nothing more than an unfortunate accident.
I see everyone playing that. I've played everything in the series other than this.
Yeah.
Arts hasn't finished Investigations 2, but
that's the only game I haven't finished besides this one.
That and you said you didn't play Late.
Oh yeah, I never played Layton.
Yeah.
But that's not an Ace Attorney game. That's a Layton game.
Technically, but I played it, so I can say I'm better than you.
Okay. Okay.
Anywho,
it's just a Layton wanking game, anyways, from what I've heard.
You are not wrong in the slightest about it.
Yeah, that's all the reviews I've read.
Phoenix is there, but he's just there to be there.
He's there to make Layton look smarter.
It's there because we needed an excuse to have Layton have the fucking law room scenes.
This is true.
Anyway.
Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Yeah, definitely. You can definitely see Phoenix questioning himself every time. Every time he's
for the record, by the way, if this is your first time around, I am Thunderhog. I am not the person who runs this channel. I just want to throw that one out there.
But he is here, yeah.
Anyway, well, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about, really. Justice will prevail.
No, Justice is a different game.
That's the future.
Who is this? Sherlock?
You appear to have been lumbered with the most tiresome of case here. No, he should be in the wax museum.
He doesn't have to.
Oh, what are you doing here?
That was a good guess. I hate it when they do this. Like, I understand if it's someone you don't know, but
yeah, but like the mystery person in the corner, it's like, just tell me your name already.
Yeah.
I know it's someone.
Yeah, if it's someone we know, just say it.
Like, unless they have like a very like distinctive way of talking, but sometimes people just talk and it's like you don't know who.
Yeah. Mr. Sholmes, I didn't expect to see you here.
I didn't expect to see me here either.
That was very mean, Runo, leaving me alone at home with Hurley. Why would you do that? We don't have an assistant. It took me at least an hour to wake him. More like Shimbo.
Look, I downed 5 cans of Red Bull last night. All right, leave me alone. I couldn't go to sleep.
Oh no. I'm afraid.
Are you?
Don't tell me.
Does he know Sholmes? Sherlock Sholmes!
Oh, I thought he was more interested in Iris. Thank God. That was a close one.
Oh, please. Indeed, sir, I am he. Sherlock Sholmes!
Best girl needs his beauty sleep. He's not best
5 cans
girl.
of Red Bull.
He's not best
5 cans
girl.
of Red Bull to go with it. Oh, I've heard all about your exploits, even whilst living in Germany.
Wow, he's popular in Germany. Take a seat over here.
Yeah. Did you forget he's Hairlock Sholmes?
Shut up. Oh yes, Ranst magazine is on sale in Germany too.
The game makes that joke for me. I didn't even have to think about it.
I wonder if Albert is American in the Japanese version. I need
possibly, but I would also
every
assume...
time it's
Germany, it's like
always,
America.
Yeah, it's always America.
I'm gonna look into that maybe sometime after this. This month's installment was sublime. The introduction and the adventure of Silver Blaze was wonderful. The Silver Blaze? What the fuck is this?
We'll just look
is
it
this
up.
Sonic fanfic?
Yes, it's Silver Adventure of Silver. You forgot the cross, sir. Silver Cross Blaze.
No, it's not. It's just one of those like really bad
game.
fanfics.
Welcome in, Aki-chan. Welcome.
Yes, a memorable case indeed. It concerned a snake, if I seem to recall.
Oh, was it the?
Wait,
that's the one on the ship, right? No, it
is
can't
it the ship one? No, that was the speckled band.
Oh, right. That was
what
the yeah.
Sholmes, you're high.
There's multiple, it's probably just Sholmes' bad memory again.
Or does Sholmes insert snakes into everything?
No, that was a speckled band. See, we're already correcting Sholmes. We just started the stream and we're already correcting him. Yeah.
I'm really off my rocket today.
Well, thank you for coming. I do appreciate your support.
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Oh.
I don't know why. The line of "I'm sorry to disappoint you" coming out of fucking Sholmes is the last thing.
I thought he was gonna say, "I'm actually in support of Van Zieks today."
Actually, I'm on the prosecution side this time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He's my friend. I hope there's no bad blood between us. I'm afraid I can't stay.
It is set in the early 1900s.
Yeah.
It's okay though. He's an Englishman that lives in Germany, so it's a little bit
like
different.
he's British. He's like English born. He moved to Germany
for his school,
get better like funding for his science.
Yeah.
And he's trying to bring it back. So I don't know. It's weird.
Possible.
There's a very weird world we live in. Anyway,
I'm not sure if he wants to bring it back. I believe he's
or
show
the world. One of the two.
Yeah, I know he's here for the funding.
He's here for money.
Panic.
I mean, honestly, with that gun of hers, I wouldn't be surprised. But I'm afraid I can't stay.
Oh.
I have urgent business at Madame.
Oh my god, the wax.
I need those 50 fucking shillings no matter what.
The 50 shillings. You mean your waxwork job?
She still won't fucking pay me. No, the waxwork abduction, of course. Madame has engaged my services. Oh, finally!
Oh, really?
Oh, Sholmes actually doing fucking work. I never thought I'd see the day.
I thought she already had the police, so she wouldn't like request him.
No, she probably doesn't. It's like, well, the dude was sleeping on the job. What do you expect?
I know, but that's his thing. Ah, so you're trying to get to the bottom of that ransom note, are you?
The week's wages depend on it, as is the safe return of the wax ring, naturally.
You live in a very nice house, Sholmes. I can't see you being short on cash.
He lives paycheck to paycheck, except his paycheck's never fucking.
I don't understand. He has a 2-story in the 1900s.
No, well, is it really a 2-story? It's a
2-story. There's stairs.
Oh yeah, there is there is. I thought that was the attic, but no, there are rooms up there. I always forget that. Because I always thought like the office was in the attic technically, but like it is a second floor with rooms. But you just have the office lying around. And as such, I intend to give it my undivided attention, which is very divided most of the time, if you haven't noticed.
Never mind then. I understand.
Of course, with my skills of observation and reasoning, resolving the matter will be as easy as proverbial pie.
Are you sure about that, Sholmes?
I shall return forthwith. For until I solve the case, I shall have no money to afford a pie of any description.
Oh my god. Oh, then you must absolutely give it your full attention, Hurley.
Or I will fucking bust a cap in your ass.
Iris really wants that pie.
Quite, Iris, quite. But life is riddled with irony, you know. And your life's about to be riddled with fucking iron if you keep this up. Whenever I give something my full attention, I have a quite insatiable desire for a pie. What?
Are we establishing a new character trait this late in the game?
Sholmes is a fucking character. Like, quite literally, but like...
Yes.
One of the universe's intractable mysteries, if you might say. Oh yes, quite, definitely, absolutely, I totally understand!
Is
not really.
Someone a little starstruck?
I wish you the best of luck, Professor Hairbrain.
You mean Airbrain?
Oh god, I hate you.
No, I'm just kidding.
Thank you!
A monkey?
Holmes, my Oshi! Before we depart, Mr. Naruhodo, a word in your ear, if you please.
Oh god, Sholmes ASMR. What's this about?
As you have remarkably little grounding in science, I feel I ought to inform you. You suck.
What?
As compelling as this super high voltage instantaneous kinesis hypothesis may be, a practical implementation, such as what was attempted by the professor at the Great Exhibition, is quite impossible.
I like how they put on the scary music and all that when he's saying, yes, teleportation is impossible. Like, no shit.
Yeah.
But the professor said the demonstration was a success.
Yes, it would appear that he firmly believes it was.
I read Professor Bunnybrain's paper about it too, Runo. And I have to say, I'm sure it can't be done. It could barely be done theoretically, let alone practically.
And when the fucking 10-year-old says you suck at fucking science, that's something. when fucking Iris, the 10-year-old's like, yeah, you're an idiot.
So, he's completely barking up the wrong tree. Woof woof. But how could an experiment that had no possibility of succeeding, in fact, succeed? That's contradictory.
Well, you're the lawyer, not me. And there's that contradiction that will be at the heart of this trial, I have no doubt.
What's that supposed to mean?
You'll figure it out. Now, I must hurry along. I wish you the best of luck, my dear fellow.
See you later, Hurley.
I could really go for that pie right now.
Well, it looks like you're on your own today, Runo. But chin up, you can do it. Wait, aren't you here to help?
Wait, what about you?
Oh,
yeah,
he's actually asking this 10-year-old for help. What about you, Iris?
I need an assistant.
No, I'm afraid I can't help. I have something I need to do. What?
You're on your own on the stand for once. You don't have any backup.
I'm so disappointed. What the hell? Who's gonna backseat me?
Susato, show up out of nowhere, please.
What's that? I'm scared to read it. What is that? Anyone mentioned Hairbrain may or may not give out Otacon vibes? That was my first thought when I saw him.
Yeah, I wanted to give like my best Otacon impression, but God, I cannot do Otacon. Like, that's a special thing.
Do you believe that love can bloom in the courtroom?
Love can bloom in the... Yes, actually, with how we've seen this fucking gameplay.
It's going to be a big surprise for you when you find out what it is.
Yeah, also, let's not talk about Hindenburg, please.
That sounds ominous. Counsel for the defense and the defendant! Court is about to be in session. Make your way to the courtroom at once. We're on our way. An experiment that the laws of science say can't possibly succeed. And a scientist who's convinced that it did. That's the riddle you have to unlock here, Nosuke. That's the key to this case.
And now for trial part 2, because this game has no idea how part 2.
No. I never read out his like full names. I had difficulty reading it. I was like, wait, huh?
What, Ryunosuke?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
They never say it out loud.
Yeah, because they always say Naruhodo.
Yeah, Naruhodo.
Naruhodo.
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. We are sitting today for the public trial of Professor Albert Hairbrain. I now call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed.
The prosecution is ready.
The defense is ready, my lord. Just me today. I'm 6 months out of practice, and what's more... Oh shit, that scared me. No! Shotokan. Well,
the moment I saw that, my brain was thinking of that one fucking Spider-Man meme where it's just no, just the girl fading.
Yeah. No! I thought of that meme where it's like the guy, he like pieces out.
Oh no, that's away. One thing. I was thinking of more the Spider-Man because it's like
Naruhodo,
I don't feel so good.
Naruhodo-san, I don't feel so good. Let me turn on the fan.
This is fucked up. They did have to do that. Eddie.
This is honestly so weird to be alone in court.
Yeah. It's an actual 1v1 finally.
Yeah. I'm without Susato-san today. How come the prosecutor never has a assistant?
I don't need an assistant.
Well, with all the cases you lose, I don't know.
I don't need no bitches.
Ugh,
unlike you.
Just my imagination. Or stop talking into my ear. Or just the air in here feel even more oppressive than usual. May she rest in peace.
It's just gravity.
Gravity isn't real. So, I must say I recollect the victim of this case all too well. Mr. O.D.
He recognizes that ass.
I recognize that ass.
I still can't get over that his name is just Asman. I haven't looked up why, and I refuse to look up why.
Don't look it up.
No, I'm waiting for the end of the trial.
Yeah.
Like the actual trial.
I think you should just wait till the end of the game. He might come back again, you know.
No, I'm just gonna look at trivia. It's fine.
No, you're gonna get spoiled.
It's fine.
You have to scroll all the way down.
He's dead already.
That doesn't stop anyone. Oh, that's like saying, "Oh yeah, Van Zeke's brother's dead. He'll never come back. He'll never come back in a trial."
And then Van Zeke's brother is
10
actually
years
just a fucking mystery like apprentice that he has.
Yeah, could be. Maybe his face has been disfigured.
Yeah.
Mr. O.D. Assman.
Mr. Assman.
He was a financer?
I'm sorry, the council. I can't say that with a straight face. Mr. Assman was well known as a financer, though that was merely a front for his diverse criminal activities. No, that's the whole thing. Is that he was an investor. Like he was a financer investor, but
he's a Ryu guard.
The defense, please. Just
It was only a month ago that the man appeared in court prosecuted by you, Lord Van Zeeks, in a court case that we never got to solve.
We'll solve it next fucking chapter.
But the jury unanimously found him not guilty. Because every member of the jury had been bribed by the sound of it. These powerful London criminals are prepared to go to extreme lengths to keep their freedom. But 2 days ago, on October 21st, Mr. Ass...
We're never gonna get through this trial at this rate. We are children. This is terrible. Okay?
Why did I have to say he met his end? Mr.
Are we serious? Having this? Are we just losing it?
Mr.
Judge, can you please finish your sentence? We're not. I'm sorry, I couldn't quite hear that last part. Judge, you want to repeat that? Judge, we live in a society. Judge just became the Joker. I knew you were losing your sanity, Judge. Come on.
I'm the Joker, baby.
I can't fucking believe it. Because that is how your lordship would describe divine retribution. But the fact remains that Assman's death. You're the one killing me here. Was a direct result of the actions of the accused, Professor Hairbrain.
Very well then. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you have been selected at...
Oh god, the jury, oh no,
At random, to represent the will of the people.
How many repeating people?
I saw a lot of new people, I feel like.
I didn't see, I wasn't paying attention, I looked away.
Are the 6 of you ready to fulfill your societal duty?
Oh my fucking god.
I'm most gratified to have been selected to carry out this important civic duty, my lord.
Look at the chin on this man.
Holy crap, look at these people.
To have a man's fate in the palm of one's hand. Oh gosh, oh golly. It sends shivers down my spine.
Mommy?
No, yes, Mom. Oh,
Science
hello?
experiments, magic, conjuring tricks, courtroom trials, all are nothing more than performances. Yeah, I feel like that teleportation was definitely a magic trick for sure. So he's gonna be important.
Any spur scholar that defies the reputation of science deserves to hang. Jesus Christ. What? Excuse me?
Excuse me? This looks like a child. We have to listen to what's said on both sides of the fence and then settle on one. That's it.
Oh god, I just realized who's next.
Oh my god. That is not... Definitely... Wait, where's your scarf, sir?
Looks like this in my day. Looks like this at all.
I actually think this is a different officer. I don't remember.
Maybe?
I don't remember his face
No.
being this wide. I thought he had
knows?
a thinner.
Maybe. Also, what?
Oh no, it is him. Okay, yeah, it is him.
That's a gun.
That's the police killer Ultimo lookalike. Again.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so if read us is saying that it definitely is.
Yeah, it definitely is. Unless this is the real Ultimo. I mean, considering they brought in that Russian guy before, so I wouldn't be surprised if they actually got the real Ultimo.
We're not to put criminals on the fucking
Yeah.
jury stand.
It's not the
occasionally.
first time there's been a criminal. And he's as exhausted as ever, it seems. Now, as I'm sure you're all aware... Oh, I should be quiet for the incident we are here to judge today tragically took place at the Great Exhibition, shortly after its opening.
Though the death toll could be far worse,
Zeeks!
with the
Zeeks!
exception of the victims.
Zeeks, you're too
was
loud!
killed.
There's someone sleeping in the courtroom.
Do you think I give a shit? I'll fucking throw a bottle at him for all I care. Nevertheless, the dream of the science being exhibited rapidly turned into a nightmare for the spectators.
A tragic turn of events, and as such, the eyes of all London, no, of the whole world will be on this trial. It is our duty to reach a swift and just conclusion, I feel. So, your opening statement, please, Lord Van Zeeks.
At the heart of this incident is technology never before demonstrated anywhere in the world.
One of science's latest developments, I take it? The government is keen to capitalize on the Great Exhibition to improve Britain's technological advantage.
The technology being demonstrated by the accused was described as super high voltage instantaneous kinesis.
They're doing this on purpose.
SH.
Good Lord, super high voltage instantaneous kinesis. It's
Yeah,
super high voltage instantaneous kinesis. It's designed.
He needs all. The name of it is spread beyond all 5 pages that he's holding. That's how long it is.
They're using like 60 point Comic Sans font.
Comic Sans.
It's designed to disassemble human subjects using extremely high, super high voltage instantaneous kinesis electricity, and beam them instantly to another location where they are subsequently reassembled. Is such a thing even within the realms of possibility?
No.
Well, I don't believe it, that's for sure.
Disassembling people with electricity? My goodness! How shocking!
Get her off the stand. Get her off.
No. The whole idea is absurd. The hypothesis would never stand up to scrutiny.
I like how we have a magician and a scientist sitting next to each other.
Just backed up, like just a living contradiction.
Yeah. Sir, I believe you are a fellow of the Royal Society, are you not? An expert in your field, definitely not a biased juror.
I am. And my word on the matter can be considered final. Instantaneous kinesis is poppycock.
What did you say? Such vulgar
Cock.
language. So this expert and Mr. Sholmes are in agreement. It's impossible. What is the prosecution's view on the matter?
The prosecution would assert... Oh, this is actually important. That the accused's instantaneous kinesis demonstration was a success.
What? Van Ziggs, are you stupid?
What? What the rot?
Order! Order!
The professor's hypothesis is currently under investigation by the British government.
I'm here to support my friend, no matter what.
I'm here to tell him that he did succeed, but probably also committed a crime. So, if it is deemed to have merit, a substantial research grant would be made available. Is he always saying this because he wants his friend to actually succeed? Like, that's the only thing I can imagine. The accused made use of the invention built on his new hypothesis to take Mr. Asman's life, in order to be the sole benefactor of the grant.
Wait, what? Accused made use of the invention.
Because the money would have probably gone back to the investor, which would, because you have to realize, like, if he did succeed,
they would have to split it. But,
they would have to split it, or it would go all back to the investor. This disastrous demonstration was no accident. It was carefully designed from the outset to end the life of the victim.
Thank you, Lord Van Zeeks. The prosecution's stance is clear.
Are you okay?
We will now bring forth witnesses to substantiate your claims. Bring in the talking fish and chips.
Well, yes, we'll bring in Gregson, no problem. Gladly, my lord.
He has a name? Wow, he's already serious at the start.
Bailiff, show the first witnesses to the stand.
Here you are, that's a send.
The defendant is a witness here. Witnesses, state your names and occupations for the court. I was expecting Gina, actually.
No, they would at least show Gregson first.
Yeah, oh, I was thinking Gregson and Gina.
Oh, yeah. I can see her sneaking in.
Like as a duo.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Tobias Gregson, Detective Inspector at Scotland Yard's Homicide Division. I was on duty at the demonstration on the day in question and in charge of the following investigation.
Why does this Asman case have a whole bunch of duties? Albert, the harebrained scientist. Yes, I know who you are. You were born in England, but have been carrying out research in Germany in recent years, correct?
Doxed.
Just the duck. Yes, that's right. After graduating from university here in Britain, I went to work in Germany and made a great, amazing discovery. Which is what brought me back. I had to demonstrate my incredible hypothesis at the Great Exhibition.
What you demonstrated was incredible, all right. An incredible explosion.
But the science was a success. Instantaneous kinesis worked.
No, you...
Fuck. Yeah, everyone saw it. They must have. Yes, there was a terrible accident, but the demonstration of my hypothesis was a success.
Well, oh, there's a photo. Nice. Well, that much is undeniable, as shown in this photograph, taken by the forensic investigation team.
Look at this photograph. Alright,
This was taken inside the Crystal Tower, I take it. The centerpiece of the exhibit. That's right, my lord. Whatever you said. Seems the victim rammed
ran straight into the Asman. So much.
I see. Oh wait, wrong fucking voice.
I see. Asman got rammed. Understandable.
Hopefully they don't highlight thrust anymore. Very well. Submit the photograph as evidence.
So that's how he met his end.
His end. The photograph of the victim has been entered into the court record. A stab
the only
wound
thing that
to the chest. That's very interesting.
I was gonna say the only thing that what it looks like. I thought it was a gunshot, but yeah, a stab would also make sense.
Yeah, there's no reason.
It's definitely something went through him.
The crossbow.
Something definitely pierced him. If that is a crossbow, then yeah.
As the court heard, the victim of the incident was Mr. Odi Asman. There have been a number of allegations made against the man, but putting them aside for the time being, he was the man who financed the research for the experiment and the demonstration itself. I see. So to summarize the situation, the defendant is accused of taking the life of the man who funded his work. Would that be correct? Exactly. But couldn't it be that the explosion was caused by some malfunction in the apparatus used for the demonstration?
That's right. That must be it. My splendid machine. My poor splendid machine.
You saw it yesterday, didn't you? We can't even examine the wreckage thanks to the special the Spitzer. The Spitzy.
Yeah, SDC.
What? The wreckage? The wreckage?
But then... Oh, fuck. Yes, the burb. Yeah, the burb is here. Poggers.
It's forever stuck on my head.
Yeah, it's forever here, don't worry.
I can't get it off me.
But that being the case, how can the facts be established? How can it be possibly determined whether this was an accident or a deliberate and malicious act? Give me burb, you can't have it.
Extremely simply, my lord.
I beg your pardon?
Isn't that right, witness?
What? Sorry, me?
No, your neighbor.
How are thou? We're good, we're good. I'm a little bit sleepy, as always, yeah.
Same. This Red Bull ain't doing shit. I need more kids.
Yes, sir. It was murder. Plain and simple. Anyone could state that with complete certainty.
Sure thing.
What? How can you possibly think that? Go to sleep? We can't. We have to stream. We scheduled.
Maybe I should go.
Alright, it's a solo stream now.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
Thank you, Inspector. I think we had better proceed to formal testimony.
Make it quick, because I'm gonna go to sleep.
You will explain to the court on what grounds you claim this experiment to have been a front for murder.
Murder?
Murder. A front for murder.
Also, maybe it's just me, and I think I just realized, but his head is also shaped like... I feel like his head's supposed to be shaped like a light bulb.
Light bulb looks like an owl.
The hairbrain.
To me.
What? An apple?
Yeah.
That too, I guess.
I sleep for 8 hours, so tired. Why did I go to sleep for it? That's how I feel all the time.
Yeah, that's life.
The corpse that went crashing through the crystal tower had a broken neck.
Jesus Christ.
I made a minor miscalculation in the angle of the beam projection, that's all. That was my mistake.
Maybe like a cloud. But the post-mortem examination revealed another injury. A fatal wound. There was a lesion in his chest where he'd clearly been stabbed by something sharp right in the heart. So the victim was killed before he went anywhere. And this fella's the only one who could have done it.
What? Are they saying like he was killed in the machine and then teleported out?
Oh, pronouns? You can use whatever you like. I'm not like a stickler for it.
I am human.
My hypothesis is that you know, a body double for the guy in the machine, but then the real Asman was killed like earlier, like way before
either way
exhibition.
earlier or in the crystal tower.
Yeah. An extraordinary business. In addition to suffering a broken neck, the victim was stabbed in the heart. Information I really would have liked to have heard from someone other than the judge.
Yeah, because that's the first time we hear about a stabbing.
Right? Because we didn't get to look at the body. The coroner says death would have been all but instant from a wound like that.
You could say, in fact.
Yeah,
could say,
yeah.
but
I'm male.
I don't have. Yeah, yes, I am also a male. That is just how it goes here. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
That the victim was killed twice by the accused.
Twice.
No. That could have been further from the truth.
Objection! You can't kill a man twice. What? I sound like a female? No way. I wish I had that. I wish I had that kind of skill.
I can't believe that someone has mistaken you for.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm male. I have here the experimental plan document that was submitted to the security team. Oh yes. Please
man goes here.
Please show a funny animation of him flying across the sky. The victim sewed himself inside something called the bird cage, ready to be beamed instantly.
Poof.
Oh.
Poof.
Okay, he didn't fly across like I was expecting him to. The second level of the Crystal Tower, about 25 yards away.
The experiment did not go according to plan, however, because we accidentally fucked up a lot.
Oh really? I've never heard anyone say that before, so that's quite interesting.
Yeah, exactly. As the machine was put into operation, there was a large explosion.
Boom. I like the little man drawing.
The blast caused the beam transmitter to point higher than intended.
Wow. Wow.
Accordingly, the kinesis resulted in the birdcage materializing in mid-air.
Was there any reason why the artist decided, like, hey, we should draw the hot air balloons in the picture too?
Yeah, it makes it look like he jumped to the hot air balloon.
Yeah.
And then Gina's in it. It's like, what you doing here, mate? I was just here for security. Gina was in one of those.
Oh, oh my God! He landed face down.
Before subsequently fell, crashing through the glass of the Crystal Tower's large round window.
That's great. Second NPC. My call-up partner, that's Thunderhog.
Oh, hi. I'm Thunderhog. I'm here to make funny noises and occasionally just and make Van Zeke sound really nice. That's about all I do.
I couldn't get the Fugi to work, so he doesn't move. But
yeah. Unfortunately, we should probably test it again, but like we haven't been able to do it at all.
Yeah, it's so weird.
So it's like, yeah, I can't have a moving PNG, unfortunately.
Yeah, my VTuber was like, well, I originally designed it to be just like in OC, so it was like female at first, but then everyone started assuming that that was me, so I was like, okay, I guess I should probably change it.
I should probably just have a personal one.
Yeah.
I'm not a VTuber, by the way. I'm just a normal guy. This art is actually also by Arts, which
Thunderhog.
again, Arts.
Yeah, Thunderhog isn't a VTuber, but I do.
I'm a normal person. Maybe VTuber one day if I ever have time to somehow make assets live 2D and all this other crazy shit. But that's a whole lot of things that I'm never gonna get into anytime soon.
Why isn't the bourbon emote? Well, I don't have enough emote slots. Maybe if I had more emote slots, I'd add.
Are you maxed out, or like you're okay?
Or, like
which means we need to get you partners somehow.
No. I can still get emotes. I just don't have enough subs. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not maxed out on like emote slots. Like, you could get subs and get them. So
it's not deep. Nor does it sound like a male. Really, I thought my voice was quite deep. I thought it was like.
You're not going to be doing a Van Zeke's voice anytime soon. So.
How many subs do you need for an extra? Too many.
Well, let's not talk about that right now.
My word! One assumes the victim's neck was broken upon impact with the tower then.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen. The machine was just too powerful.
Thought Thunder was the only guy? What the heck? Oh my god. This is the first time
sorry,
I've
this
heard
is
this.
This is just very funny to me.
But honestly, really, I swear, it was only an accident. A terrible accident.
What? To me, my voice is deeper than Thunderhog's, but I mean, up to you.
Maybe
I guess.
in your head, but like, because I mean, for a lot of people, like you sound very different in your head than you do like
Yeah, of
like
course.
then other people can hear you. So I don't know. I definitely know that I sound a lot different than my head. So unfortunately, that excuse can't save you.
No, not considering the sharp murder weapon that pierced the victim's heart.
Murder weapon? What are you talking about? What are you saying?
This is the autopsy report submitted by the coroner.
Coroner? Hardly know her.
Oh, defense, please.
How could
The
you hear me?
prosecution would like it entered into the court record.
How do we hear each other from this far away?
I can read your thoughts.
Your request
established
is
this already.
granted, counsel.
The voice cracking. I'm glad someone likes my terrible ouchie / hairbrain.
Autopsy report of the victim, Mr. Asman. Impact of a violent fall, stabbed in the chest with a sharp object.
No object found, just a sharp object.
Right?
I was there in person, you know. I saw the whole ludicrous performance. And the only other person on the stage with Mr. Asman was that disgraceful excuse for a scientist.
And really, by all accounts, it must have been him.
Hard to think otherwise, really.
Well, I guess we
Very
lost already.
well.
GG.
Counsel for the defense, just give up, please. oh, yes, my lord. Wait, no. I need to focus here. It's been a while.
All you heard him, Judge.
No. Well, maybe if Hairbrain would stop insisting that his experiment worked.
Leave me alone.
Okay.
Hold it. What
I
do you
can
mean
hold
by
back-
broken neck?
Jesus.
What does that mean?
I wasn't paying attention to exactly what we could break down, but definitely feels like we have to press some more. God, wait, I just realized is he like actually like changes position when you go back to Gregson?
Yeah.
Oh no. For a second I thought his head snapped towards you.
His head does turn to the side when you're looking at Gregson.
Yeah.
We need. They should have.
So we
made
have
it
to
like a
immediately
short.
prove that Hairbrain sucks. Like,
Yeah, we need to prove that he failed.
yeah. Actually, can we go over the autopsy real quick? Because there's
Yeah.
probably more in the autopsy.
Yeah, the only problem is he doesn't want to believe that.
Oh, this is not the autopsy.
I know.
So this is the bird case. So
I
the
know it's
thing
not
is,
the
like,
autopsy, but I
basically,
wanted to
he was
look at
strapped
it.
to the
Yeah.
he was strapped to the bird cage. This is God. I swear to God, if this is a fucking wax statue and nobody thought about it, I'm gonna lose.
Hey.
Or there was a wax statue here, and then they replaced a dead body with the wax statue in here.
Yeah, it'd be
Some
very difficult though because unless there's a possibility the FIT could be paid off. Yeah. So.
maybe. Yeah, autopsy report. So
Odie
Odie
Asman,
Asman, male.
Courtney Scythe. They have never ever wrote someone's name here before. This might be
That
important.
is
That's
important.
very
Wait,
sus. They've never ever
wait,
written the person.
has the name Scythe come up at all ever?
No, but that definitely sounds like a joke, a Reaper joke.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh God! It's
Yeah.
Court Scythe. Why would you do this already?
Right?
Causes of hemorrhage of a wound, chest inflicted by a sharp implement. Additional observations: broken vertebrae most likely result from the impact after a
Yeah.
sudden fall from considerable height. So he definitely fell somewhere.
Yeah. So the
Like,
biggest.
no matter what the illusion was, okay, if this is a real autopsy, which it probably isn't,
Yeah, it's probably not.
if we're gonna take this at face value right now, he definitely did fall,
Yeah.
regardless of the illusions.
I'm assuming
And he got
someone
stabbed.
pushed him, like they stabbed him and then they pushed him off the tower.
But would it be? Did it specify before or after?
Before or after what? No, it doesn't specify it.
Okay. So we don't know if he died and then fell or fell.
Yeah, we don't know the
or
order.
died of falling and then got stabbed as a weird extra thing for no reason.
Right.
Imagine fucking stabbing someone after they fucking pushed them off a cliff. Like, what? That's a little extra.
You push him down and then he lands on your knife. Someone else
Also,
is standing, but
also a completely different thing. Can you go back to the Asman picture? Okay. The reason why I was looking at this for a second because I was trying to remember whether or not he was wearing green at all, because there's that green cloth that we have, but no, he's wearing white. I forgot it was all white.
It's all white. It's just his hair is green.
Yeah, only his hair is green. It's just random cloth.
We never looked at this.
Yeah.
Just
oh god, actually, oh god, I think I've also Arts, I think you just maybe pieced together a thing. Oh, hello.
Yep.
Yeah.
My suspicion.
Crossbow.
Yeah. The second I saw that on the ground, I knew it was a crossbow.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Maybe we should have looked at this while Iris was around.
Yeah, we should have, but I forgot.
We never did.
Yeah.
Oh, Iris would have had a field day with this one.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's sort of both automatic firing mechanism. This would be perfect for someone like me who catches his ear with a...
Oh, automatic.
If I had one of these, maybe I could have beaten Kazuma with judo archery.
Maybe I could have killed him myself.
Anything else of interest? Oh, there's the crank, but that's gonna roll it back up, I think. It draws the bowstring.
Imagine Naruhodo doing this in the courtroom. More powerful than
Defense, why are you preparing a gun in court?
No, it's evidence, I swear. Where did I find it? I can't say. Yeah, that's it.
Nothing uniquely interesting about this, So, I had a theory about this already. Because I just realized something else about this, what probably is going to get me. Wait, thick canvas with a thick rubber lighting.
Yeah, they said that yesterday. A raincoat worn by someone.
Part of me is thinking this might be The Apprentice. Or the Reaper, or whoever is like, this might be the Reaper's clothes. Because when you said talked about Scythe, I'm like, okay, if that's the case, then the Reaper is actually evolved. Then that might be, because like if you turn this around and go to the thing here, the thing is, I don't think that's it's not in color. No.
Nope.
Not at least here, but like, you get what I'm trying to say with this? Like,
yeah.
It might be his cloak, like a piece of his cloak got like torn off.
I feel like we would have noticed it though.
Well, no, we wouldn't have, because it might have been like, I don't know, like the bottom ass part of his thing. Also, lost cat.
Yeah, we saw that last time.
I forgot about that. That's why.
It doesn't say the name. It's definitely not Wagahai.
Rip Wagahai. Alright, Professor. Yeah. This is about the... Will this update the stupid graph that we have? I ran all the numbers.
Oh no, not numbers.
I really love numbers, don't you, Naruhodo-san?
Oh no. Oh, please.
Height, weight, wind direction, every possible variable.
All the numbers.
All the numbers.
The weight of the clothes Mr. Asman is wearing. This might be important.
Ooh. I didn't think about it. I only thought he was gonna be naked.
3? Why is the number highlighted? No, probably nothing.
Yeah. Also, 3 what?
Yeah, he didn't even say 3 what.
Like the answer should have been 3. God, like, this is like the high-level science where you just start talking in numbers, but no one actually understands what you're talking about.
Like, what's the value? Grams?
Like, 3 what? Shut up. Shut up, I'm doing science.
2 lives.
It doesn't matter what they are, they're numbers. It's all about the numbers. Like, I'm tired. Okay, we're gonna drop that.
He just said that the guy didn't die from his spine snapping.
Interesting. 30 feet into the tower. It'd be reasonable to assume that's the cause of death. That's what we all thought, but it was a red herring? So he dropped, but he was actually killed by the stab.
Yeah, so they do straight up say that he was stabbed first.
Okay.
I hate it when we don't get the autopsy. Like, when we get the autopsy the second we get into the courtroom.
Yeah. Sorry, we needed some time to update it.
Sarcastic and insecure.
Among
the accursed.
No.
Among the accursed. Amocust.
I forgot about A. Oh wait, that might be the crossbow. What was it?
There he is. Am I just to look up at? Oh no, that's not. Andrew.
No, you're right. If Hairbrain lost it, they probably used this as the arrow. Oh, thank you for the berry sauce. Andrew, of course.
Get off my head.
Not Albert.
Do you know each other already? He's one of my dear friends, just like all my tools.
Oh God.
I've named them all, you know. We're one big happy family.
God, you are a lonely person. Gee, I thought the defense was lonely today.
Yeah, just my flathead screwdriver, of course. His brother Michael is a crosshead.
Michael, the crosshead. Interesting name. Oh, yeah, if that wasn't even more of an, like...
indication.
Yeah. And we never got to examine the screwdriver yesterday, so now we know.
Yeah, because you can't look at the crime scene.
Yeah, Gregson stole it.
It's blood beyond all reasonable doubt.
That's not all. The long, sharp shape of this Andrew fellow is completely consistent with the victim's wound.
Yep, so this is definitely a murder weapon.
Yep, okay, good.
What?
Well, okay, well, hold on. If it's sentient, then we can technically blame the screw. Put Andrew on a stand.
Yep.
The defense finds Andrew.
We're suspecting Andrew of murder. There we go. I'm glad this is the case, because, like, normally you have to prove what's a murder weapon, and these people are so dumb they don't notice. So I'm glad, like, everyone pointed out that the screwdriver is the weapon. Friend of the defendant as evidence.
The defense finds the screwdriver guilty of the murder.
Oh my god. So one of Professor Hairbrain's tools is a murder weapon.
So let's see how this is.
This is a lot of cum. Oh.
What? No, that's. Are you okay?
Sorry, my color blindness.
Okay, Godo. Fuck. A.
Hey.
Same screwdriver as. Oh yeah, this is the same stupid thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was important. Very distinctive.
Yeah, metal screwdriver found in the grill. So yeah, that means it was removed at one point.
Yep.
So now the question becomes: if it did stab them, how did it end up in the machine? Okay.
Great.
What does that? How do we apply that? This is definitely the information. Killed before it went anywhere, and this was the only one. Oh, 2 people in the public. Yeah, just
Time to prove that there was a third person.
the victim. Ass is the accused.
No, you're wrong. There were multiple other people. All of Hairbrain's tools.
All of his.
At least Andrew
They all
and
mind their
Michael.
Great Scott!
There is another person.
Great Scott!
There is another person.
Well, we know what else we have to fucking poke at.
The way it's set up, you know, this feels like, instead of an exhibition, it feels more like an execution. like the machine is like a guillotine.
Basically.
That's all the testimony I have to work with. I had no idea the victim was snapped. That changes everything. Really? It really
Snapped?
does. Did Van Zieks keep that to himself until now on purpose, to gain the advantage?
To call
Oh,
it
well.
revenge for coming to my
I
house
suppose all I
3
can.
times unannounced, you piece of shit.
Yeah. Alright, so we have a lead.
Well, part half a lead. Now we need to get a real lead from this one.
Hold it!
God. You'd think after a whole thing of Red Bull I would be yawning, but here I am.
Scott!
Wait,
Great Scott!
I just realized that the person on the jury, that's basically a witness. He was there.
Yeah, it was like
Excuse me.
Hold
everybody was there.
Excuse
like,
me.
like technically everybody's a witness, but it's like key witnesses, you know.
Professor Hairbrain, do you have some information that may be relevant here?
No, I was just thinking.
Professor,
You want to wake up? Ah! Sorry. I was just calculating the optimum coefficient.
Oh, no, not
Just
coefficient.
separate molecules in the human body.
and the witness stand is the
Is
best
he doing
place
calculations or art?
for that, right?
Like,
Seemed as though you might have something to say about Inspector Gregson's last remark.
yes, that's right. Of course.
There's no reason for him to hide this information. This could save his hide.
He just said that nobody else could have done it, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. Who else could have stabbed the victim, eh?
I don't know, but there's no way that I could have possibly stabbed Mr. Asman as you said.
Eh? Explain, please, Professor.
Freeze?
Please.
Look, I know you're Japanese. We have to put that in there.
Of course. This cold-hearted policeman may not be aware, I suppose.
He wasn't on the same floor.
But humans are warm-blooded mammals, with blood running continuously through their veins.
Okay, get to your point. I had heard.
I do homicide.
Then surely you see,
Or-
if I punch something that the size of Andrew to the man's chest,
Oh, it would have sprayed all over him.
yeah, the whole stage would have been a bloodbath. No, a blood swimming pool.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but there was no blood there.
Yeah.
There was no blood on
No
the scene.
blood.
But thousands of blooders were watching me at the time.
Yeah, we have thousands of witnesses.
Yeah. You know, one of them claims to have seen a swimming pool of blood.
Well, no, I suppose not.
That makes sense.
You see? Not one.
True. I didn't see anything like that.
Like, we had to point this out. This should have been obvious from the start.
Give me one moment. I'm inventing RBG.
Well done, Professor. That was a great counter-argument.
I'm inventing gamer fuel.
Oh, no.
Like, it was just like going between.
Yeah, the colors are actually changing.
Yeah.
Order! Order! I'm more interested in what the juror's doing.
It's purple right now. I call this lead.
Oh,
And I call this red. I call this wine, jerk.
red.
Rad. Pray forgive this courtesy if I savor a drop from my hallowed chalice to accompany my old friend's adducing.
Sounds like that would be a good song title.
I call it. I hate this. Here's to you, Albert.
Here's to you, Nicola and Bart.
Oh, you're too kind, Barrick. But I really know how to patch on you.
Yeah.
And there's your fucking thanks. No, you're not.
No?
What?
You neglected to mention one crucial possibility.
I have?
Particular situation in which very little bleeding would result from a stab wound, which is why we're gonna prove this wrong Because we're gonna be like, oh hey, the screwdriver was found on the fucking machine,
Yeah. It
which
wasn't
means
found in his body.
it would have, because I know what he's about to do.
Hey Art, I like your voice and model. Thank you. That I appreciate the compliment. Super random, but I definitely appreciate it. Ah, of course. Why was it not found in the body then? Very strange.
Inspector, enlighten the court, please.
Yes, sir. Where are they going with this?
Thank you. By the way, Ivy.
Very well, you will amend your formal testimony now, Inspector Gregson. The weapon the victim was stabbed with must have been left in his body while it was beamed through the air.
Thank you for saying that perfectly in a way that we can immediately prove wrong. Like, very specifically worded so that the screwdriver works right now.
Yeah. Why would you think that, Inspector? With any wound, it's only when you pull the weapon out that profuse bleeding occurs. Whilst it's still lodged in the body, it acts as a stopper of sorts, for want of a better word. I like how we already went through this in the first case, so we don't have to explain how that works again.
Yeah, but Susato's not here to explain this.
This is true.
Yeah. You don't need a medical degree to be aware of that fact. It's common knowledge for any of us.
Apparently, it's common knowledge.
I'm sorry. Good thing your assistant isn't here.
Susato-san when you need her.
Don't worry, she didn't know either.
Yeah, she didn't know. How old are you guys? Secret.
Enough.
Can't say.
To drink.
Yeah. If you ask me, this bloke masked what he was doing from the view with his body before stabbing Asman in the chest.
An ass man and a chest man?
Then he beamed the victim off the stage with his fancy device, the screwdriver still where he planted it.
I would never do such a thing. Not my precious tools. I would never use them for such dirty work.
Why is dirty work highlighted?
I don't know, he doesn't want to think of dirty.
He only used tools for the intended purpose. That's common knowledge for any scientist.
The fact remains, the lack of blood at the scene can easily be explained, as the prosecution has demonstrated. Although we can immediately just deny it right now, but unfortunately, the defense really wants to press the fuck out of our witnesses.
Objection!
You say that, while the weapon remains in the body, there's very little bleeding. Actually, Gregson should know this. We found the weapon
shouldn't.
with him.
No, okay, so here's the problem. He didn't actually look. Because we saw it, and he's like, stop touching things.
Yeah,
That's all. He didn't actually see the screwdriver.
No, he did. He took it from us. That's why we couldn't add it to the court record. He straight up took the screwdriver.
Okay, then what the fuck is he?
He's dumb. There was no blood on the experimentation stage, even though that's where the fellow was stabbed. The only explanation for that is if the screwdriver was still in his body, stopping any heavy bleeding.
Seriously, though, what the hell are you on about? It's common medical knowledge, my learned friend, even in your side of the world. Yeah, tell that to Susato.
Oh my god.
Again.
Yes, but about the screwdriver. The thing is, we actually saw it at the scene ourselves, on the experimentation stage.
Now, is Gregson gonna comment on this? Because I swear
He will.
He doesn't. What?
That's why Vanty's like, what?
What do you mean?
It was on the floor by the wreckage of the machine, poking through a metal grill. I went to pick it up, but the detective...
defective is right.
The detective here stopped me. Isn't that right, Inspector Gregson? That smile. Now you come to mention it, yes.
Oh my god, he's an idiot. Inspector, are we to understand you permitted the defense counsel to investigate?
You like my voice? That's incredible to me, because I don't like it myself.
that you contravened the the SDC. I'm just gonna call it that.
The SIDC.
No, it's.
Oi, no, not at all. I wouldn't do that. I just let him look. Nothing. Oh, he's gonna lose his job now.
Yeah.
I was very clear. He wasn't to touch a thing. Yes, that's true. The screwdriver was in plain sight on the stage. But it shouldn't have been, should it? What are you getting at? If this tool had still been in the victim's body when the victim was beamed away by the machine, then it shouldn't have been still on the stage. Ah! That's right. It should have been beamed across to the Crystal Tower along with Mr. Asman. And had been still lodged in the victim's chest. He starts spilling my chips all over the courtroom. Order! Order! How do you explain this, Inspector?
No, seriously, how do you explain this? How did you come up with that theory and completely forget that the screwdriver was
He was gaslighted by Van Zeeks. I don't... It looks as though everything that the victim had on his person moved with him when he was beamed, including his clothing, unfortunately. If the screwdriver was still in his chest when the instantaneous kinesis occurred, obviously, that should have been beamed to the destination as well. This is a strange situation. Even though people are saying that this instantaneous kinesis is a scientific impossibility, we're still basing arguments on the assumption that it actually did take place. Alright, time to tighten the screws here. Pun intended. Oh my lord!
I hate these puns.
If the prosecution is unable to explain this inconsistency in its argument, we can only conclude that the testimony given in support cannot be relied upon. Fuck, you're right. Lord Van Zeeks is stumped. Huh? Whose voice is that? I knew it. Yeah.
I knew it was him, but like, jeez, that was shrill.
Do you have something to say, witness?
Yes, I knew it. It bears out. The equations hold. Mr. Naruto, don't worry.
Oh no, I feel like he's about to screw us by trying to prove that he is correct.
But we already have a screwdriver.
About what? Yeah, we already have the screwdriver. He just needs to drive it in.
Without delving its details, there is no inconsistency.
Yeah, he can't even explain it because he can't dox his theories.
Yeah.
What?
Even if Andrew had been launched into Mr. Asman's chest. Oh. My trusty tool wouldn't have moved. Andrew remained on the stages, remaining on the stage is consistent with my calculations.
You're proving that you're the murderer.
You idiot!
Also, how does this make sense if his clothes moved with him?
Okay, so what he's trying to say is that he designed it in, I guess, such a weird way that exactly the stuff strapped up. God.
My leg!
It would seem that your illusions have been shattered. Clearly, we should hear the accused's explanation because he really wants to be found guilty. Or should I say, this brilliant scientist's explanation?
He's only agreeing because it proves him right.
Thanks for the compliment. Thanks, Zeeks.
Just when I'd found an inconsistency in the prosecution's argument.
Your own defendant says, you
he's,
know what?
He's screwing himself. Scientist.
Yeah, with Andrew.
God. That's where the blood comes from. No. Very well, the defendant will testify again. Assman isn't the only Assman.
What is it? This case is cursed.
Provide us with the scientific explanation as to why the inconsistency fail.
In the name of Apollo. Wait, what?
Apollo? He believes in constellations.
Sorry, that's 100+ years in the future, dude.
Oh my god. Shut up.
Apollo Justice isn't out yet. Hasn't even been born.
There is no justice born yet.
Justice hasn't been born yet.
The inconsistency explained.
To be clear, I'm still at the stage of gathering data in my research.
They kicked Gregson out.
Grex is dead. My hypothesis states the kinesis cannot transport metal. Though,
No.
hence that's immediately false because of the glasses.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless the glasses are the metal. In other words, the point raised by Mr. Naruhodo isn't an inconsistency at all. Mr. Asman was the patron of my research. Without him, my work wouldn't have been possible.
Objection! According to the autopsy report, Asman had a metal ass.
Metal ass! Now I have a duty to protect the incredible machine that we built together.
So where was the ass in the wreckage?
Got wrecked. Yes.
Obliterated.
I hate this.
Duh. You really want Barbie mode? Don't worry, I'm a great supporter. It's impossible. There's the amount of subs I need for more emotes is impossible at this point of time.
We need 100 sub bomb.
Probably.
Immediately.
Yeah. Not asking for it.
No, don't actually. Don't worry. Don't do anything. No, it's not. It probably isn't. I'm making up numbers. I'm not Art. I don't have his numbers.
The numbers are a secret. Oh, I think it's like +5 or something for the next goal.
Yeah. Because the thing is with emote slots is that it's based on like how many sub points you have.
Yeah.
And the thing is like, if people like unsub eventually, you do lose points. So it's like,
yeah, exactly.
You have to have consistent subs.
Subs.
Yeah, it's the way that Twitch works sometimes is a mystery.
For a small.
Yeah, you have to like consistently be doing good. And,
it's very tough for a
That's
small
why you get
streamer.
people who do subathons and stuff because they really just want to like push for emotes and stuff.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
I'm not
don't
Art. I shouldn't be saying this, but like
you don't have to. Don't worry. You don't need to give me subs or anything. You can just support me. I mean, it won't get you that burb emote, but yeah.
Or you could sub at least yourself. That's the least you can do.
Yeah.
You can sub for yourself. That's the least you can do.
You need to use that money to treat yourself.
But anywho, that based on his hypothesis, metal objects cannot be moved by this method of instantaneous kinesis.
In other words,
since the screwdriver is made of metal, even if it remained lodged in the victim's chest, its subsequent discovery on the stage, despite the victim being found elsewhere, is not an inconsistency.
But how do you explain the lack of the pool of blood?
Well, no, that's exactly what they're saying, is that it was lodged in...
The pool of blood at the Crystal Tower, where he landed. There should be blood everywhere.
That's a better question, but I don't know.
And therefore...
Well, actually, no, that is explained, because... or semi-explained, because by the time he teleported, he was like facing up or whatever it is. Actually, no. It would the pool of blood would have been like outside because he would have like fell down.
Yeah, you would fell onto
most of the blood would have been like outside of this, because this isn't the crime scene. They just like recovered the birdcage.
No, this is the crime scene. It has the crystal shards.
Yeah, because it was inside. Well, like I don't know. My point is that like, because like bring up the map again, like the diagram.
But yeah, I can't roll my R's. Can you? I can't. I can't do it. Good. Have fun at work.
I should be able to.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out with us. Yeah, please enjoy your lurk. Have fun doing your reps.
But yeah, like bring up the diagram for like a moment. Like you see the little platform there, like on the tower. Yeah, on the tower. So they said that it dropped there and then like somehow bounced into the tower.
Yeah.
Like it bounced off and like rolled into the tower and crashed into it. So I'm assuming if there would be blood, it would just kind of be like spattered along the way, and he lost most of it. That's why there's no like pool of blood.
Yeah,
because
but
the only time that it would have, if we're going by their crazy crackpot theory,
that's why the theory is bullshit. Because we looked at the tower.
It's super bullshit, but I can believe it.
We looked at the tower yesterday, and there was no blood on it.
No, we never saw the top of the tower.
No. We don't need to look at the top. We saw where he went through.
No, we didn't. We saw the scaffolding, dude.
Yeah, no, the scaffolding. They put the scaffolding there because there's a giant hole in the tower.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Let's not talk about this.
You're not understanding what I'm saying.
I'm understanding what you're saying, but at the same time, I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying.
No. I think you're looking at the tower incorrectly.
Enough arguments already. And therefore, Professor Albert Hairbrain could still have been the killer. My great hypothesis holds, you see. What are you so proud about?
He's so dumb.
We had to make the cage used to contain the subject from wood for that very reason. Okay.
I was not addressing you, witness.
Please stop self-incriminating.
Professor Hairbrain.
Yes?
Whose side are you on here?
Science, of course. I don't take sides, Mr. Naruto. No. My only interest lies in upholding my hypothesis. I'm a scientist, after all.
So dumb. Is he working for us or against us? It's very hard to tell.
God. Let's see how you cross-examine this testimony, my Nipponese friend.
He's literally playing into his friend's, favor.
Yes. Fire away, Mr. Naruto. God, what the fuck?
Dun dun.
How are we gonna break this down? This is the most useless press in the world. But yet you responded to me. Whose words was that? Albert Einstein, maybe? Probably. The scientist tries to protect himself more than he tries to protect the truth.
Is this Sherlock?
I can't dox him quite yet. Wait, he doesn't even remember the name! You can't just be quoting someone you don't know. Keep the names of your items. You're wasting your breath, my learned friend. He doesn't actually... He only watches clips of scientists. He doesn't actually watch... No.
He watches them subbed clips.
He watches them subtitled. Doesn't actually... he just watches the raws and doesn't know. He just doesn't pay attention to any of them.
Oh, God.
Hold it!
I feel like this is a good line to attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause this, but a good one. Yeah, the only thing we can really hit is the metal thing.
Can't be decomposed by electrolysis. German birds numbers.
That's called this. Wait, hold on. The
Sea
what
of
cage?
Tusa. Asman cage.
It does seem to be made of timber and some sort.
Sea of
Tusa cage. What's it? Yeah.
Instrument of incarceration.
And whoever launched the victim when he was beamed away by its kinesis would have been just plopped right out. At least if this is true. Like, the worst part about this whole part is that we have to just go along with a crazy lie. Because clearly this is all bullshit, but
yeah,
you have to believe it's true for now.
Yep. Defendant alone. Why does he keep reacting every time that happens?
Because he doesn't realize how incriminating this is.
I need help. Iris! Get me out of here.
I'm surrounded by crazy people.
Seems quite.
It really does suck without at least Iris here.
Yeah.
This was loaded.
Wait,
Don't worry,
what?
I'm used.
Why are you shrimping for me? What did I do?
The follow-up stream's like, no, it's fine. Don't worry, I'm used to it.
I can't believe how bummed out he is over Asman.
Hold it!
Bummed over. I hate you so much.
What? That's
What?
new.
You go. The small provincial science. What the?
Okay.
Yeah, very little paper.
When you
literally
say,
the smallest
when you,
paper.
When you say small, you don't normally refer to the size. That's a scientific journal. Good gracious! Can we submit that to the court record? No money. Relatable.
Wait, run that back on me. Watered down water.
Yeah, watered
Run that
down
back. Did
water.
I read that right? Drink watered down water. Excuse me. How do you double down on water?
Man, that's cute. You're just existing. I appreciate you. Favorite art more. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm not used to that kind of thing. Three of us.
3.
That's
And the engineer.
yeah. We still need to know who the engineer is.
No, we still haven't seen the engineer at all.
Yeah. And before court.
Or I think we've seen him at one point, but like just didn't think about it.
No, we've never seen him.
Okay.
Wonderful man. That's contradictory to what everyone else says.
Yeah. But then again, Hairbrain's insane.
Hold
Yeah.
it!
But I do stream. I just don't stream too often. Streaming tomorrow. I should be streaming tomorrow at least. It's your creation now, though. Oh God. We're gonna build this whole thing together again.
No way.
Alright, well, I guess we're gonna have to prove the metal is the glasses.
Yeah. Remember when they brought the car into the court?
The car?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the omnibus?
Yeah.
Oh God, we're gonna bring the entire machine into the courtroom. That would be something.
Yeah. Alright.
We brought the experiment live for everybody to see here, and it's a giant death ray
Trial.
that shoots the crowd.
Trial, part 14. If your hypothesis is correct, Albert, you wouldn't be afraid to sit in the machine, right?
Anyway, no, it should be the second statement about the metal. Second one's the metal. We should be able to just immediately prove by, hey, have you look at this photograph?
That was very easy.
Yeah.
Professor Hairbrain.
Like, we didn't have to press a single thing, but
Yeah.
because it's you, Arts, we have to go through all
We
the
have
pressing.
to. I can't miss any of the dialogue. You say that according to your
I need
hypothesis.
the achievements.
Yeah, the achievements. Nothing made
The
of
Switch
metal
game.
can be beamed by instantaneous super high voltage instantaneous kinesis using the machine you made. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. Spot on, exactly correct.
In that case, I'd ask you to have a look at this photograph that was taken at the scene.
Every time it makes me laugh.
Ahaha. In particular, I'd like you to pay attention to the victim's face. Dun-dun.
As you can see, he was a robot. So.
I can't wait for them to be like, oh, we have the analysis on his glasses right here. It's actually not made of metal. You can
Made
clearly
of wax.
Yeah. Oh no, that'd be worse.
That would be way worse.
You can. In fact, his whole body is wax. The autopsy's a lie.
The autopsies are fake.
Mr. Asman is wearing a pair of spectacles with a metal rim. Oh my god.
Well, no.
Rim?
Well, no, can't. Metal? No!
We've already established that the proposed murder weapon, the screwdriver, was found on the stage. However, if your hypothesis correctly predicted the outcome, it should have also predicted that the metal rim spectacles would be found in the same place.
My hypothesis! I didn't want to double take it, I was like, this is my hypothesis!
Professor Hairbrain, this isn't easy for me to say, but your hypothesis is clearly flawed.
Oh, Gregson just got deleted. Like, he's
Yeah,
gone.
yeah, he's gone. Order, order, order! Council, what is the implication of this? If, on the day in question, the alleged instantaneous kinesis never actually took place, then it's entirely possible that the victim was killed somewhere other than on the stage. And in that case, someone other than the defendant could have been the culprit.
But my hypothesis is sound! I proved it that day. The experiment was a success. The experiment was proof of all my work. Who's objecting now? If I could say something here in my capacity as a fellow of the Royal Society.
Look at all those medals.
Yes.
Yes,
All
juror
my
number
Pokemon
4,
badges.
go ahead.
All my Pokemon badges. As a man of science, there's one thing I simply cannot abide. And that's a fraud who pretends to be a fellow man of science.
Damn. Also, he's like the only juror who talks.
I've noticed.
Wait, great Scott! It's just my scientist suspect!
My science is sus?
Are you saying I'm an imposter?
Just like this lead here, it's been just proved, hasn't it?
Why is it purple?
Why is it bleed?
Oh, there you Oh, now it's piss.
Oh, now it's piss. Now it's red.
In other words, the whole demonstration was a complete nonsense.
Thank you for the berry
Nonsense from the start
sauce.
to finish. Believe me, my fellow jurors, when I tell you that this man is a heel, a bounder, and a fraud.
I say the records of that machine should be stripped down and thoroughly examined.
He just pulls out a newspaper. It's like, I'm gonna whack this motherfucker like a fly. No, never. She is the answer to my entire hypothesis. It's presented by the SDC. I'm not gonna say that.
What the devil's that blasted earth all about, eh? Who made up such a daft fool?
He's awake? I don't like the way this seems to be going. What's the best way for me to help the professor?
This is on it. I don't know. Just you want me to just let everyone have at him?
I honestly want to let it go because he's like incriminating himself. I don't want to defend his flawed hypothesis.
Yeah, don't just let it go.
Maybe I should watch it.
Maybe I should just watch it. Wait for the time being. This is a little stupid.
My feeling is that the machine requires a thorough examination. Uh-oh.
See, I agree.
But what's this about special dispensation? Oh gosh, I can't even pronounce that.
Think about like water or something. It's dispenser.
It is determined that the machine itself was the murder weapon, and I think you'd find that act won't apply. Of course it was the murder weapon. Anyone could see that plain as day.
What the fuck? So we're all in agreement, are we? That the machine should be stripped? Just like
Now it's
Asman.
let's do it.
Well, they already mentioned rims. If I don't do something, though...
Objection.
Okay, now we have to
Oh,
object. Okay,
Okay,
forced
it was
objection.
forced objection.
The
Okay.
illusion of choice.
Yeah. Professor Hairbrain has yet to perfect his invention. That would seem to be the case, yes. I almost fucked up there, but even so...
Even so, what?
Going to such trouble and expense to create a fake machine to display in public. He would have absolutely no reason to do such a thing. Uh-oh, that can clearly be explained, Ryunosuke.
Objection!
You just had to fucking say it.
He
had an obvious reason to do exactly that.
As we pressed him earlier.
Did you forget about the fucking government grant?
He talked so much about being poor.
He had watered down water, for Christ's sake, for research grant money.
Oh, I forgot.
If the government was foolish enough to have deemed that man's ridiculous notion plausible, he and his conspirers would have received a handsome sum indeed.
Conspirators? What would be the value of such a grant? 10 pounds?
Oh my
That's
God.
nothing, woman. What the heck?
There's nothing,
I could buy a burger with
nothing
that.
this woman has said so far has been of value.
Also, the magician has yet to speak at all.
Yeah.
You're an order of magnitude out, madam. 500 pounds a year.
Maybe because he's a magician, he doesn't want to reveal the trick.
He doesn't want to reveal any secrets.
Oh, I could live handsome on that much for years.
Why are you eating corn next to me, girl?
I'm
The
hungry.
society's noted that an increase in bogus public demonstrators in the past in the field of science recently. There are plenty of scientists arguing with each other to get the highest slice of the funding cake. Oh, it was going green for a moment. People's greed is plenty motive enough for murder, I assure you.
It's green for greed. He's a big fan of O's.
No. I haven't deceived anyone. At least of all the government. My hypothesis is sound. The science is sound. Please, you must believe me.
Objection!
No matter how unbelievable this hypothesis may seem to you, ladies and gentlemen, I believe in it because it's my friends. The fact remains that the victim was transported instantly into the crystal tower.
This is the worst time to be a good friend, Vanzies.
Which means that the experiment was a success.
Naruhodo,
I insist.
Naruhodo, that speech you gave me yesterday really taught me about friendship, and I'm trying to show it in court today. Thank you.
My heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Barrack.
Don't refer to me; they'll catch on. And therefore,
By his first name, too.
the only person who could possibly have committed this murder is the accused.
What's Van Zeke's last name?
That is his last.
Barrack.
Where is this heading? I have no idea.
It's like, I want to prove that your thing was a success, but at the same time, I also want to prove you guilty of murder. My lord, if I may.
Yes, Lord Van Zeeks.
The prosecution would like to summon new witnesses to the stand.
Ooh. I wonder if there'll be anyone we haven't met yet.
Don't
New
be Gina,
witnesses?
Don't be Gina.
What would be the nature of their involvement?
There were spectators at the demonstration at the
there we go.
exhibition who were occupying special seats. Yeah, it was
Special
Gina
seats.
to start with. Definitely Gina.
Eyewitnesses.
No, ear witnesses.
Very well, the court grants the prosecution's request. I should very much like to hear from eyewitnesses to the incident.
The prosecution's stance is clear. This experiment was no pistage.
Postiche.
Postiche. I cannot read English. I'm sorry.
Okay, you know how there's hot air balloons in the picture?
Oh, are they gonna say that he dropped out of the air balloon?
That is my theory right now.
Yeah.
That he was
that's
pushed
my
out
theory
of the
too.
air balloon.
Yeah. The accused killed a financer victim there on this public stage before the very eyes of the spectators. Because the idea is that it was angled weird and that he fell from above the air. So obviously they could have just dropped him off the.
How tall are y'all?
Now, my learned friend.
Whatever height you are, I'm shorter than it. Yeah, that's all you need. Oh, yes?
It's time for you to make your own stance clear.
There's clearly a flaw in the professor's hypothesis. I can definitely see that. But where does that leave me? We shall take a short... Wait, really? We shall take a short recess now for some reason.
I'm hungry.
Small bird. Yes, I'm very small, unfortunately. I'm what you call a short king. 5'9"? Jesus Christ, you're huge. Yeah, I'm definitely shorter than you. During which time, the prosecution will prepare its new witnesses to take the stand.
I'm off to go get a burger.
Why are you here?
As you wish, my lord.
Good. In that case, court is adjourned for 20 minutes. Someone get me McDonald's.
That already really? That's the fastest to be continued I've ever seen.
Right? That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, recess, huh? We don't need to take a recess for witnesses.
We barely got any to be continued in the last trial.
Yeah.
Like that was like a one shotgun deal. That was like suddenly recess? Okay, sure. 1 hour later. Like literally even in game that was only 1 hour and then immediately just quick recess. Mr. Naruhodo.
If I could, I'd slap you right now.
What on earth were you playing at just now? Or rather, what on earth were you playing at all along?
But this is true. This is honestly, this would be really awkward to deal with in real life because basically you don't trust your defendant right now, and everyone around you is telling you about how you shouldn't trust your defendant.
Like the problem here, my amazing hypothesis, you've been picking holes in it from the start. Like the problem here is just like, in order to prove him not guilty of murder, we have to unfortunately prove that he's an idiot.
Yeah, and the truth.
So it's like it's defamation one way or another.
Yeah, the truth is he is an idiot. It's the big problem. Sorry about that.
But you promised me. You said that you'll prove that shredded explosion was an accident, not murder. You said you'd keep my precious invention from falling into anyone else's hands. But all you've done so far is try to undermine me. Yeah. I don't know where that noise came from.
Yes, I did make you a promise. You're right. I said that I'd believe in you and fight for your freedom to the very end. But I also told you that I was no scientist. I don't understand your hypothesis.
I don't know a thing about numbers.
The fact is, there's an undeniable flaw in your logic, isn't there?
But if I just run through some numbers, yes, you'll see. Because my work is incomplete.
Yeah. Another thing is he knows he's wrong, but he wants to make it sound like he's right, no matter what.
I just need more numbers, is all. More numbers.
His pride as a scientist. Perhaps it is. Nevertheless, a man died as a consequence, didn't he?
Ooh. Oh no!
Yeah.
It's like, you could be proud of your research, but you kind of have to realize someone did die.
Yeah. If
like, regardless if you were right or wrong,
because
or
of your
like,
incomplete hypothesis, assuming that it was your fault, you still accidentally killed a man.
You're right. You're so right. It's all my fault. And I have no right to blame you for my failures. I'm a disaster. I'm not just as a scientist, but as a human being!
Well, that might be a little over the top.
Whilst we're on the subject,
What about Barrick? He's being awful.
Claiming his old university friend to be a murderer, you mean? Being short makes you better? I'm glad you think so, because I can't help it.
He's a disaster. And not just as a prosecutor, but as a human being. I just said that line somewhere else.
He's a disaster.
We're both disasters. Oh, but no, wait. He's a Reaper, isn't he? Perhaps he's not classified as Homo sapiens anymore.
He's classified as a disaster level threat. Glad that's cleared up.
Yeah, maybe not as the sapiens part, but sorry.
Can I double check something with you? You didn't watch Saber. You didn't watch Saber, right? That one guy,
No.
the blue guy. I forgot his name already, but
The Blades?
Yeah, that was his rider name, right?
Yeah.
Like every time he showed up, he's like, he's like, I'm Homo sapiens, instead of like calling himself.
Oh yeah. I am. Yeah, I know that one. Yes. What?
Pancakes or waffles? I like waffles more.
French toast.
That's not an option.
You always go for the third option, and nobody thought about it,
There's
right?
no third
That's how you
option.
answer any question.
There's no
It
third
doesn't
option.
matter if it's not a third option. That's not. I answer my own questions.
Okay. The machine and demonstration you prepared. They were based entirely on your own hypothesis, I presume. There was no trickery involved? Uh-oh. Where is the magician?
I drew the plans for the machine with my very own hands.
You're not valid. Damn.
I can't believe I've been... Every line was painstakingly drawn from the firm belief that science is the only future. So yes, it's true that my hypothesis hasn't reached maturity yet, but please, Mr. Naruhodo, you must believe in it. Believe in the hypothesis that believes in you.
Professor, I understand. Counsel, defendant. The prosecution witnesses are ready to take the stand. That was very fast. The court is about to be in session again.
That was a very fast 20 minutes.
Make your way into the courtroom, please. Also, Naruhodo, you have no maidens.
Where did that come from?
It all hinges on that demonstration. Also, that was very rude. If the professor's hypothesis is sound as he claims, well, that one thing is true. It leaves him as the only person who could possibly have killed the victim. On the other hand, Mr. Shulman is adamant.
You're still maidenless. Sorry.
Oh, hey!
The woman you brought this into the a practical invitation such as was attempted by the professor at the greatest mission is quite impossible. And I'm gone.
So really, what should I be trying to prove here? Ivy, it's not something that I want to talk about on stream right now. I want to focus on the game. Yeah, no maidens, unfortunately. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby reconvene the proceedings of this court. Counsels for the defense and prosecution, are you ready for the new witnesses to testify?
The prosecution is not maidenless, my lord.
What? I didn't see a single maiden in your room. You're lying. Objection! The prosecution is lying, Your Honor. In fact, he regularly lives with another man. I saw it.
I've been there 3 times. I've seen everything.
And bats. As is the defense, my lord.
Don't talk shit about
So, Lord Van Zeeks, maidenless are we? I believe that these next witnesses saw the demonstration on the day in question with their own eyes, and nobody else's.
As did 1,000 people in the stands, but indeed they did.
And you're saying we also have video recording of the event.
Well, what's a video? And as such luck would have it, one of them is a police detective. Okay,
Play the
Gina.
tape. No, Gina's not a real
so-
detective.
So the testimony we're about to hear can be considered highly reliable.
Perfect. A detective of all people.
You know where this is going. The prosecution stance remains unchanged.
What if it's Holmes?
Though it ended at Holmes somehow. He's not. Well, I mean, he is a detective, but not of the police. The demonstration
that's
of the
true.
day in question was scientifically sound.
It's Gregson again. Oh
You call
god,
for
what
me?
if Hosonaga returns?
God, and consequently, the sole person with the opportunity to have committed this act of murder is the only other individual to have been present on the stage at the time. The accused.
Yes, we get it.
Get on with it.
Thank you, counsel. The prosecution's position is clear. So bring forth the dancing lobsters. Let's end this already.
Bailiff, show the witnesses in. The witnesses whose proximity to the incident on the day in question will clarify the truth unequivocally. So it's definitely Gina, but who's the other witness? Is the question here. Who? Who?
God, it
Who
really
let this
is Gina.
child in?
No, that's not a child. That's a superhero.
Witnesses, I don't know who you are. Please state your names and occupations for the court. I let a clown committee in here.
Alright, who is voicing what?
Do you want the hot
Oh,
air
no,
man,
not
or do
that.
you want sassy young child?
I don't want to
know
be
who.
the child.
I'll be the child.
Alright, should I take over for Gina?
No, I'm fine with Gina.
Okay.
I'll do Gina. That's fine. You
Mine-
can do Balthazar.
Yeah, Loon. My name is Balthazar Loon. I am the impresario of the hot air balloons in vicinity of the experimental stage. Oh, is he like foreign?
Are you like Spanish or something? Oh Jesus! No. My name is Wilhelm Gottfried Sigmund Ormstein. I have come to the great expedition all the way from my home in Bohemia.
Is that real?
Bohemia?
Yeah.
The Bohemian Rhapsody?
No, I mean,
Oh no! Don't give the kid.
I give the kid a balloon.
I am very rich.
What?
Look at this balloon I purchased.
All you did was buy the balloon
This balloon cost 1 million
on Free
shillings.
Balloon Day.
On Free Balloon. You bought a balloon on Free Balloon Day. Inspector Gina Lestrade, Scotland Yard. I'm a great detective. Even Herlock Shelms agrees.
Yeah, that child gave a coin for the balloon. Hard crackle.
I was on security duty at the exhibition, and I got to go up to one of them balloons. It was quite amazing.
Gina, again.
Again.
She's not even a real detective. This testimony is unreliable.
None of these people are reliable here.
But she did mention that she'd seen the disaster from up in a balloon, actually, didn't she? She clearly loved every minute of it.
Just having a joyride up there. There were 3 balloons flying near the public experimentation stage when the incident occurred. 2 of the witnesses were in one such balloon at the time, and saw events unfold from the skies above.
I can't believe that child killed Asman.
I can't believe it took the child.
You make it sound like they were in the clouds. It was only an altitude of circa 60 feet. Very low.
Well, you can't see nothing if you fly too high, can you?
60 feet. About 18 meters and meters.
Sorry, we don't know about feet here. We only know about Asman.
Yeah, I don't understand feet.
That's the worst line I've ever seen.
Thank you for your introductions. Now you will give your formal testimony for the court. Kindly describe exactly what you witnessed, especially those of you who had a vantage point above the stage.
Yeah, so what's up with the kid then? Like genuine, like
He's just a witness.
Oh no, because are they saying that
he looks like a nobleman though? View from
Well, yeah,
60
he's
feet.
rich.
It was an incidente terrible. What language is this?
Incidente terrible. Like, I think he might be
Terrible.
Spanish. I don't know.
I am only grateful that my balloons were not damaged.
Spanish or like Italian or something. Like, he definitely got like a bit of Latin in it.
Yeah, some Latin.
There's this huge bang from the stage, and in the next second, another bang from in the sky beside us. And from the smoke, a cage appeared out of nowhere.
The cage it fell from the sky like a stone and crashed into the crystal tower.
I didn't get a good look inside the cage, but no one went near it after it crashed into the tower.
Oh, that's already
That
sus.
looked French.
Looks French, really.
The balloon man, probably.
My first thought
I
was
wouldn't
that
know.
he was Italian.
Terrible.
But Balthazar,
Oh, okay, do I look up what kind of name Balthazar is?
I feel like that'll give you too many, because European names
No,
all
no,
kind
no.
of
It's fine.
a most extraordinary collective account. I must say.
Balthazar is a French restaurant, I think. So I'm looking up. I just get a French restaurant. So I'm like, okay, sure. Or is it just with something around here? Because Balthazar.
Yeah.
Say Balthazar.
Could I just clarify something? There's a
don't really
detail
know
in the
what's
witness's
French.
testimony that I've not heard of any mention until now. Specifically, that there were 2 explosions. Uh-oh.
Oh? More precisely, 2 explosions in 2 separate places. Yes.
What the hell?
Oh, they're trying to say there was another explosion like mid-air to explain the. Oh, hey, you
Here
teleported.
we go again.
The old Garter Napoleon. Yep, there we go.
Yep, so those balloons are important.
And hey, remember that diagram that showed it coming out of the balloon?
Yeah.
Carrying other passengers
Reminded
as well
me
as
of-
the body.
Reminded you of Napoleon?
No.
Boom! His head's gone!
Sorry, I forgot I'm supposed to be Vanzies here. The
Oh,
so-called birdcage that contained the victim disappeared from the stage, and a moment later, it showed up.
He blew up,
second
they blew
explosion
up the
occurred-
hot air balloon! Gina!
Carrying the witness. Whee! The birdcage appeared at the site of the explosion, subsequently to plummet down to the crystal tower. So they're trying to just say the explosion was the experiment.
Yeah, that does not sound right at all, because
That's super bullshit.
what's his face? Harebrine did not mention that his teleportation involves explosions.
I was very surprised. Suddenly a cage appeared before my eyes with a person inside. I don't know what the buzz was so hot, but I didn't want to miss a thing, so I kept my eyes wide. I don't know how to... This is such a...
Isn't he, like, German?
Can I get another one? Thank
Wait,
you.
why did he buy a second balloon?
I still have lots of money.
Shut up! He's just
Like,
amazed by the amount of money this
in
child
my
has.
brain, I'm just treating him like a German Stewie. Who
Oh,
is this
God.
curious infant?
Who is this curious infant? I want to
Who
save
let this
this.
sassy young
Yeah,
child
this
into
sassy
the
young
courtroom?
child. I'm saving this.
Who let this baby into the courtroom?
I will have you know I have lots of money.
He paid his way in.
Pay to prosecute. I am told he is a young noble of Bohemian royalty. He used to be a poor boy and nobody loved him, but apparently he disguised himself in order to steal.
If that's a joke, I'm gonna scream. Like he's not rich at all.
Yeah, I am here in London on a sightseeing trip with my elementary school.
Really? You saw a murder on your trip?
It was very fun.
His name is Bohemian.
Just Bohemian boy!
Wilhelm Gottsreich Sigismund Ormstein.
Oh, yeah. We can call him by his name. A Bohemian boy.
I don't know my German.
We will have the benefit of a child's point of view in this testimony. The benefit? Okay, that's a quote. The benefit of the child.
Do we really need that? A child's POV of a murder. Oh, he took it off.
Oh no. When I remove this mask, this is what I look like.
This is definitely what a child would say.
I love Persona 5.
No, shut up.
Persona 5 is my favorite RPG of all time.
Ah, yes, I see. I never saw it coming.
Yeah, everybody says so.
Great disguise, then.
I'm like Lupin.
Who?
Arsene Lupin.
Oh,
You know?
Lupin the Third.
You know, we have Herlock Sholmes, so like legitimately that would make the most sense here.
The point is, the testimony of these witnesses further substantiates the facts in court. Namely, that despite ending in an explosion, instantaneous kinesis was successfully Can the court please turn off the clown music? I'm trying to say something serious. And furthermore, until the arrival of the police, no one approached the Crystal Tower when I'm explaining a murder here. Thank you.
No, the music follows me wherever I goes.
Only the accused, who was with Mr. Asman on the stage, could possibly have committed the murder.
That child paid tons of money for that band. He will use it. Yes, thank you, counsel. The prosecution's views on the matter are quite clear. Apparently, we need a child's view, too. No, not the clown emoji. So the defense's cross-examination now, please. Yes, my lord. Oh, I don't want to cross-examine this.
Cross-examine the child!
The view from 60 feet up.
Hold it!
Hold it, what language are you speaking? I can't tell.
I'm thinking of like a Spanish.
I don't even anymore.
There are 3 balloons flying above the stage. See.
No, that is Spanish. Yeah, no.
No,
It's
that's
just
Italian.
police. Wait,
Yeah,
no,
that's
Italian.
Italian. Yeah.
Italian. See, the problem with me, this is a very common thing. Italian and Spanish are
Yeah,
very,
that's what I'm saying. Latin languages are similar.
No, they're very similar because they're Latin based. That's why I assumed Spanish, because I could like sense the Latin origins in the words. But the problem is that they have a lot of loan words between Spanish and Italian. So it's really hard to tell until you actually say it. Like
my first assumption was immediately Italian.
Yeah. So it's definitely Italian.
See. But empresarios.
Empresarios. Yeah, that's 100% Italian.
Where's the pizza?
A pizza pasta. You see, I use the hot air technology to cook my pizzas.
Oh my god. That sounds very dangerous.
Imagine having an air pizzeria where you just
that
make
sounds like a very interesting tourist attraction, but also very dangerous if they're not doing it properly.
I mean, you're already using hot gas, might as well make some pizza.
Yeah.
Put the gas to good use, you know? But it doesn't even... No, you wouldn't.
And then this is where Shamspeare blew into the hot air balloon to cause it to crash. Decomposed by the electricity. It all comes back to gas. Yeah, all goes back to gas. Watch Altamont make a return.
I mean, it's in the newspaper. Oh, hello.
The child reacted. Wait, what was the... You know what? There was another bang right in the air. So that's what he reacted to.
Was it really a bang? I don't know.
Also, the child looks like he's injured.
Oh god. Yeah, he does look injured. And also, in the back of my head, I don't know why, but I'm thinking of the what's his face from Resident Evil 4?
Hold it!
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know Resident Evil 4, huh? Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Shit. So, Resident Evil 4 has this, like... The thing is, the difference is, I think that was a French guy. Because it was supposed to look like Napoleon or something. But, like, the main villain, one of the main villains in 4 is, like, this little Napoleon-looking dude who's, like semi-immortal.
Interesting creature from the east. Mr. Lune. Explosion.
Explosion. Oh.
Explosion. Hello, I'm Baltimore Loon. I play I play the main character from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Hold it!
My name is actually Star-Lord.
Oh god. I can't believe Chris Pratt managed to get his way in here. He always finds a way. One day Chris Pratt just takes over the entire world.
Yeah, he's already taken over two beloved Italian characters.
He's already. I'm a detective now. That's not the point.
I like how we're referring to her by her title when she's not a real inspector.
Hold it!
No, but it's a Sherlock Holmes reference. We have to acknowledge
Did she pickpocket the child?
Wait, hold on. Did you? Is that the child's coin?
Maybe that's what they're implying.
Well, you see, while everyone's distracted, I pickpocketed the rich kid. Why do you think I was with him?
Yeah. The boss who had the leg over there.
What? Yawning just caught up to me. Watch like her having the coin, and I think that's probably why he keeps paying for the balloons, is to show off his coin, so that you have it in your head when Gina's doing the coin flips.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Gina, you piece of shit.
Switch around trick. Victim was never actually on the stage in the first place. Yes, as I suspected from the very beginning.
So everyone to panic, but
yeah.
For now, 1 second. Yep. So we have to go back to Gina's first one? No. Wait, no. Was it this one? I'm in the smoke.
I think it is, right?
It was Gina's first one, yeah.
Hold it!
Gina's first one, and then Sassy Young Child is gonna explain things. What's the game?
You saw everything.
Case just appeared.
Decomposed it to
There's
electricity.
another bang. Look around. Yep, there
Fireball.
we go. Wait. There was a huge fireball right next to us. What the hell are you talking about? Fireball?
Master Gotts. Does your memory of the day differ?
My teacher at the elementary school said that when you meet someone for the first time,
We don't care. We need your testimony.
you should always use your full name.
Oh, God.
I'm just gonna call you Bohemian Boy.
Yes, what was it again?
Wilhelm Gottfried Sigmund Ormstein.
Just the four names then. Super high voltage instantaneous kinesis.
High voltage entertainment Goldstein.
The point is, do you have something to say? Something to add in response to Detective Gina Lestrade's last remark, perhaps?
Oi, get it right, Odo. It's Inspector Lestrade.
Why does everyone have a problem with how I address them at the moment?
It's a Sherlock Holmes reference. You can't just fuck that up. That is not what I saw.
Oh.
Oh, Gina's lying?
Yeah, there was a second explosion, and it was right beside the balloon. That is true.
Oh my
But
God!
I'm sure
that guy's head is a hot air balloon himself.
Did you just realize? Yeah, it was like on fire.
Yeah, there's a little flame.
Which is what I said, isn't it? One moment there was nothing, and next a massive explosion. My teacher at school said that when someone is speaking, if you're rude enough to interrupt, you will have the most awful life imaginable.
Oh my God. Oh, Bohemians brought up to be so full of joy.
I'm sorry, I dropped mine. Just before the second explosion happened next to our balloon, I clearly witnessed a green balloon flying in the sky.
Oh my god, the green thing
Oh?
from the balloon.
Was there an... Okay, it was an empty hot air balloon that literally blew up, but had the bird cage with the dead body in it.
Yeah.
And because no one was in it, it didn't... I don't know, look. Hey, you what? I never saw nothing like that.
You what, mate?
You what, mate? Well, I did. I saw it. You cannot say I did it. I will complain to the council. I will cry and scream.
Maybe this child is useful for something.
My testimony is the truth. I am Bohemian Prince. You cannot say that a lie. That is not allowed.
Yeah, we might have a national incident if we call this child a liar.
I will declare war. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay, that's a little... I'll have to guess that one. Playing royalty card, are you? Typical.
Says the orphan who likes to remind people she works for Majesty's police. In that case, young man, I must ask you to amend your formal testimony. In the interest of cordial national relations between Britain and Bohemia, I regrettably have to do this.
Well, we will allow you to extend your extraterritorial rights here.
Yeah.
It was not in the skies that exploded. It was not the skies that exploded. It was a green balloon that was next to us at the time. And that explains the rubberiness of the thing too. Yeah.
A green balloon. Yes, I. Are you sure about that?
Of course I'm sure. I'm a proud Bohemian prince. All these questions are making me boring.
I think you mean bored.
Don't question me. English is very annoying. The language of my country is far superior. Ego, not Joseph.
It is very wrong to lie.
Lie?
Flying balloons never explode. For the same reason planets never explode. It is logical. Please tell me that doesn't mean logical.
You should really... If you insult me, you insult all of Bohemia.
Oh, fuck. My dog.
I might die. If it has the army come and shoot all your stupid balloons out the sky! All of them!
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
And yet he wants to buy another one.
Thank you.
Here you are, your highness.
Jesus.
If only all international incidents were so easily resolved. Strangely endearing kid. Yeah, a little bit. He's warming up to me.
None of that peaceful relationships has been stored here in the courtroom. Perhaps you could return to the testimony before we engage in an international incident. Did you also... Yeah, because it's the next part.
However...
Yeah.
Alright, so we need to
Alright,
present...
back to kid. Present the rubber. Gotta show the kid the rubber.
Objection!
Don't say
Really?
that.
This whole... Wait, what? We're jumping guns.
Yeah. I knew it was
We're
like,
actually...
I knew it's too early to explain
Wait,
it.
hold on. I have a bad idea. Do we have to re-examine the thing and be like, oh, it's green
Yeah,
and rubbery?
that's a good point. Yeah, let's look at it again.
Remember, because we had the soap incident already. I had to think about
Yeah,
that.
that's soap. That's soap.
All right.
man.
Let's re-examine this. Wait, no,
Nope.
wait.
Nope, that's it.
No, there was something new. There was something new.
No,
when you-
nothing. That was it. This is the only thing that we're allowed to look at.
Okay, so
That's not it.
We have to present evidence on this one. That's 100%
We
fact.
do. Yeah.
Is it the plan then?
Maybe. I'm just looking at everything.
Yeah, so it would be the experiment sketch, right? Because we only have
Wait,
two balloons
why are
in the
there
sky.
only two balloons in the picture?
Is that what we're gonna go with here?
Is that the angle that we're actually going with here? Let's no? Okay,
that's
well,
not it.
that was a very big stretch of logic there, too. But hey, I'm 100% sure that the rubber is part of the balloon.
Yeah, 100%. Especially if it's green.
But now the problem is, what do we do here? Does this contract anything else in the testimony? Before we actually, like, is this one of those cases where we have to press something else and be like, no, Gotts just said something different? Because something else flied. Kids felt like a stone pressed to the tower. You can look at the kids. No. The teach bang the stage.
Let me press the following statement again.
Hold it!
Yeah, just zoom through everything here.
Yeah. Just to check.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, what could it be? Because I feel like someone else will probably have to randomly press in again.
It's possible that the testimony, all it does is give us new information, but we have to slap evidence on another statement.
Yeah, because now that we know something else, what blew up. Look at this announcer. Well, what was the first one? Like the absolute first one, from no. I'm really grateful that my balloons were not damaged. Oh wait, no. This is it. This is where we present rubber, because now we know.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah.
Because now we can confirm. Yeah, you were right on your logic. Because we now know that something else, the balloon next door, and now we have proof that it got damaged.
Yeah. There's that new statement's a red herring.
Yeah, it was a big red herring because it does nothing to disprove it. Because the problem is that we're not disproving it. We're proving it more by doing it. We're not disproving it because
we're not supposed to agree with people here.
Yeah.
Mr. Lune, in your testimony, you said that all 3 of the balloons you had operating at the time were undamaged. See, that is correct. If they had been caught in the explosiones, it would have been terrible.
Terrible.
I wonder if you might know what this is. I think it may be... See, part of a balloon. A blunt piece of the fabric of the envelope. Sorry, the envelope.
Sending letters?
Pardon. That is...
Why is that what gets us?
large round part of the balloon, which becomes filled with hot air. It is made from very thick fabric, lined with rubber. You do not want it to rip when you are in the sky.
Or else you will die.
Just as I thought. This piece of cloth was found near the experimentation stage. In other words, as Master... Oh, shit. Oh, that was close. Master God testified...
Excuse me? You will say my full name.
Mr. God is my father.
Wait, what?
A green balloon did indeed explode that day.
Yes, you may call me Daddy.
No, that's not what I meant. If all the balloons in the sky above the experimentation stage belong to you, Mr. Lune, then your statement that they were all undamaged clearly contradicts the evidence. No!
Oh, fuck.
I like how the balloons are also the same as his hat. The balloon exploded that day. Everyone on board was killed. Seems to me like those things crash 50% of the time anyway. Nom, nom, nom,
I don't care for your numbers, jurors. The instantaneous kinesis did occur, but after the explosion on the stage...
Shut up, Van Zee!
He is so adamant about making sure his friend gets me right. The point of the materialization shifted to a location occupied by a balloon.
Oh, that would make sense if it suddenly appears.
If it didn't suddenly imply a lot of things wrong.
Yeah. Causing the balloon to explode, yes, eminently plausible.
An unfortunate traffic as it were. But it changes nothing about the pertinent facts.
Hold it. This I cannot accept. Why not, Mr. Lune? You are suggesting that I am a liar. That person died in balloon incidente.
There is no need to get fired
Shut
up.
up!
Soon. The victim was a sole fatality that day.
That's right, and I will prove it. Balthazar Lune is not a liar. There's no such balloon in the sky. It is non possible. You are saying it's impossible. Why?
This court has more important matters to discuss than the number of balloons that were operating that day.
Aye!
Objection.
Objection. But we can't ignore the fact that nobody appears to have known anything about this other balloon until now. My lord, the defense calls for further testimony from Mr. Lune. I almost called him the loon.
Yeah, my brain is trying its best not to say Delude.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking Claire Delude,
I
and then that
know.
just brings me really sad memories to
The Bussy? I concur. There's clearly more to the truth here than meets the eye. It's imperative that we clear up the issue of this phantom balloon, I feel. Ah, yes, my favorite MGS. Witness, you will give supplementary testimony about the balloons you are operating at the exhibition? Grazie, my lord.
Unfortunately, you ended up voicing the character that's probably going to be talking way too much in this trial. In this particular case. At least for now.
Mr. Loon's Balloons. Oh, my God.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
now
that
I
was
understand because I kept
the joke there.
like leaning into the moon.
Loons, balloons.
I kept leaning into moon.
Yeah. Oh, like Luda.
Yeah. As I said, Balthazar Loon is no liar. Every balloon I had in the sky landed safely. All 3 of my balloons were carrying passengers. If they fell to the ground in an explosion, what a catastrophe! A catastrophe? No.
But you can't get away from the fact that a burnt-up piece of cloth was found at the scene, can you? The corpus at the yard reckoned probably some debris thrown from the explosion on the stage.
Okay, so they found it too.
My Gina voice is all over the place right now because every once in a while I was like, oh no.
Yeah. This stupido ragazzo is mistaken. My balloons have the red and blue zigzag stripes anyway.
The stupido ragazzo is mistaken.
I feel like
I feel like
it's possible. Like, can he not believe that someone else could possibly be flying their own balloon?
you know what's probably the case? He was convinced the wax figure or the dead body was real. So there was something in the balloon, but it was like it was Asman, either a wax version of Asman or the real Asman, but dead.
So your assertion is that the balloon this child saw was not the one belonging to you? See, exactamente. If he even saw a balloon in the first place, I do not like the sound of it. It is very bad for business. I have a good mind to sue the land of Bohemia.
I'm right here, you know. If you attack us, we will fight back. It will be war. All-out war.
No! It's time.
We will eat you alive.
It's time for an all-out war. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for this.
I've been waiting for this. Now, if you would, could you please give me a balloon?
They keep fighting, and then he keeps losing his balloons, which means he has to find more.
Don't worry, I will eat you later.
What happened to all-out war?
I said war.
That's what I said, war. Mr. Loon certainly doesn't appear to be lying. But that doesn't change the fact that the testimony and evidence are contradictory here.
If the defense is unable to find fault within the defense's statement, sorry, in this case, it's a bit of a bore. The court must consider them the truth.
I believe you meant to say boring.
Shut up. I know more English than you. Think long and hard on that, my learned friend.
What? The situation has clearly changed now. I have to get to the bottom of Asman, no matter what it takes. Counsel, you may now cross-examine the witnesses. Please.
Also, you're gonna hear me at like a distance, but I kind of need to go turn on my heat in this room. It is freezing.
God, I wish it was freezing here.
Yeah. Suddenly got really cold in the room. I'm like, oh no, I need to turn on the heater. All right.
You couldn't just have forgotten one, have you?
I forgot.
Senor.
Well, lentils.
Three enormous balloons.
Warehouse. There's a report here. It clearly says a total of 3 balloons.
Uh-oh.
So then, huh? Okay, so then what? Huh? Oh, me. I'll tell you what I told the boss. He said, "What the fuck is it? What? What did he said? You can only count up to 2."
Gino can't deal with numbers.
I can't math. The fuck? You expect me to do math up here?
Hold it!
It would be quite a catastrophe if they fell to the ground for any reason, I think. Oh god.
How do these work again?
Are you an
Are you an
idiota? He didn't explain anything. Italian for I don't know.
I don't know.
Really? He doesn't know
didn't
how
or-
his own balloons work? Hot air and gas. Oh, gas.
The gas balloons arrived to lift from the sun. I hate science.
My balloons are filled with the magic gas.
Ah, you fart in
Hydrogen.
them. I see.
Good lord. Magic gas is not like fire. Static electricity.
Oh.
Explosion! Explosion! Exploded that day. Alright, so Mr.
We
Loon
have
had
the
3
proof.
balloons in the air that day. If none of them were damaged, then what was the one that exploded? That fucking face!
Every time I see it, it's just.
I can't take it!
It's so funny. I have a thought. Yeah, so that's the thing. Our only proof is the cloth. Do we have any other?
Yeah,
We have to press for proof, definitely, because we don't have anything to work with right now.
yeah.
I
We have
think.
nothing.
Gina, please! You're an inspector!
Can't admit that on the court. Picking rubbish off the floor of the
I guess the cage went crashing into the castle tower, didn't it? What's the investigation's going on? Yeah, better than you, Miss
Pardon?
Pickpocket.
I do have a badge.
I have a badge right here.
Alright, I'm presenting the badge.
Talk of some scorching on the ground? Wait,
Scorching on the ground, but if they're scorching on the ground, doesn't it imply that
I
something
reckon it was probably
exploded on
some
the ground?
debris.
Hold it!
Another explosion?
The third explosion?
Also, can you scroll over to Balloon Man, Balloon? Like, cause he's just still like mad as
Yeah,
shit.
He's still mad.
Panic. Nonetheless, the police should have missed a torn piece of envelope from a yeah. The first gumshoe.
Man, soul pleasure. Is that a feet joke?
But why is it always back to feet?
Hold it!
Wait, I just realized. Okay, so what was this? The blue, they have a red stripe. The color is wrong. Out of any green balloons.
Oh, that looks sus.
the sake of argument, let's say that the green balloon did explode on the stage. You couldn't therefore conclude that it happened on the day in question.
Why not?
There have been recreational balloon flights over Hyde Park or operating whatever. One could have exploded on some earlier date.
But that child that you brought in testified of a green balloon. There's our lead.
He's pissed as shit.
Yeah. Bellissimi.
What the fuck? I swear to God. Wait, hold on. I need to see that on the replay.
What?
Okay, maybe it's because my vision of the stream was like really slow. I swear to God, I saw Gina T-posing for a split second when it zoomed over the Baron von Zeke. So like, what is going on?
As I thought, Mr. Loon's testimony doesn't quite add up. The young Bohemian boy claims to have seen another fourth balloon. Mr. Loon vehemently denies the possibility. Oh, okay.
Maybe he just doesn't know what a hot air balloon is, and
or maybe
it was
he
like
can't
something else.
count. Oh yeah, the child. Oh, that's a good point. What if the child thought he saw a balloon, but it's not a balloon?
Maybe he's an idiot. I don't know what this country calls hot air balloon. This is a strange country.
Hold it!
I just saw a funny green flying thing.
Funny green flying thing. The Duolingo owl?
No. Anything but that. Anything but that.
He's here to teach us all English.
He teaches all Italian. Okay, he's pissed.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me, you seem pissed.
Is something wrong, Master Gotts?
Is Master William Gottfried Sigmund Ormstein? Please, full name.
It was on the tip of my tongue.
It's so easy to remember. Yeah, something is very wrong. I know what I saw. There was a green balloon there. I swear it. I swear all over Bohemia.
You can speak as much bad language as you like, but it changes nothing.
Are you sitting on my tongue?
No, that's gross. If you do not have evidence, ragazzo, then I must tell your parents to punish you, eh? Perhaps we'll let the judge decide when it comes to punishments.
Evidence? What is evidence?
I don't think it's on the witnesses to provide evidence. To give a simple example, young man, and then he starts breaking the fourth wall and explaining to the player what evidence is.
You press the R button and you...
A photograph, for instance, some tangible proof of what you claim. What? He has
didn't
it?
tell you sooner. I have the photograph here.
You're lying. Good gracious! I'm shocked. What? Oh, the
You were
music.
taking pictures? I had not been up in a balloon for a little while, so I was very excited.
No.
And there, oh, here. I took lots and lots of photographs.
It's that child from the Steel Samurai case.
Oh god, it really is the kid from the Steel Samurai. Of the Crystal Tower, of the Bohemian exhibit, of the State of London, of the hot eel cellar, of the balloon.
Excuse me, hot what?
Hot eel?
Excuse me. And the super high voltage instantaneous kinesis experiment. Did you take a picture of that?
It wasn't the eels weren't hot. It was the person selling the hot eel. The eels. The one picture.
Really? You did take one.
But all I wanted was a ride on a balloon. I was not interested in boring experiments.
Very convenient. Never mind that. Can you show us that photograph?
Just give me all the photographs. You
Right.
took so many.
Of course. And then you will see. You will see that I am not lying. That I really did see a green balloon.
Alright, I can't wait to see what this kid thinks is a green balloon.
Oh lord. What the fuck?
What? Is that a laser? Oh, we can't go back.
Oh yeah.
We have to
it's
wait.
not evidence. What the
Yeah.
Also, it was empty, as I figured as much.
Well, I see you're all too shocked to speak.
Yes, I think shocked is indeed the word, young man.
How do you take this picture? I'm sorry, I dropped my coin.
Yeah, perhaps you cannot see that it was a green balloon from this photograph, but...
Yeah, it's not in color.
Yeah.
But it definitely doesn't have the stripe.
Yeah.
This is not my fault. This is the fault of the stupid person who made the camera. So I dropped my balloon
Oh my
again.
god, he's screaming in German.
Cries in German.
That is one very bohemian sounding cry. Very well, the court will accept this photograph as evidence. Photograph of the balloon has been entered in the court record.
Just another balloon again. Let's look at it.
Yeah, we gotta look at it.
It's not my fault. It's the fault of the person who made the camera.
Shut up. Okay, so there is a man in here. This looks like wax to me.
That really looks like what? That barely looks normal.
Is this a fucking laser?
What the fuck is that?
Oh wait, no, maybe it's someone firing the crossbow into the balloon.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. So like that's what it is, because it's smoke. Someone in the smoke is shooting at the balloon, and that's the other
Yeah.
explosion.
Is this a child?
Wow, that's stupid.
Is this a child?
Is that who's that lady like to the left of the laser of not the laser of the experiment? Like the two trees on the left? This is like a random lady
this?
all the way above herself.
This?
Hello, ma'am. Yeah, hello, ma'am.
Hello, man.
It's just hi. Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah. So far, this is like this laser is the biggest suspect.
Yeah, no one's gonna question the
No
laser
one's
beam of
questioning the-
1900s.
Yeah, no one even knows
Wait.
what a laser is.
Wait, hold on. No, actually, go back, because the description actually says something else.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
Wonderful
let's see- yeah.
sepia memories to take home with you.
Yeah. Yeah, it shows another balloon that came green exploded moments after I thought it said moments after it got shot. I was like, wait, hold on.
No. That's too much
I was like,
information.
hold, that would be too much.
In any case, when exactly did you take that photograph?
Literally a second before the explosion.
Well, it was on the day of the big explosion,
We're
obviously.
Nosuke, we can see that.
Are you dumb?
You don't say.
When I pressed the shutter release, there was this very loud bang. And the hot wind rushed over my face.
So yeah, the whole thing blew the fuck
Yeah,
up.
that means this photograph was taken a split second before the explosion occurred.
Yeah, God, he literally caught the arrow mid-air.
Yeah.
What a kid. What a god.
Well, if you ask me, this black and white photograph changes nothing. I could not give a flying pig.
I could not give a flying fuck. That would have been so good.
What lovely,
Lovely
language you
language you
picked up.
I couldn't give
As
a
I thought.
flying fuck.
Mr. Loon's testimony just doesn't quite add up.
God, I wish I
The
could
young bohemian
Photoshop that.
boy claims to have seen another fourth balloon. Hold on.
Is your brain or something came out?
Where's my phone?
Is this something personal or?
Yeah, give me a second.
One moment while Arts tries to remember where his phone is located.
Oh no, I found
'Cause
it.
clearly it's not in front of him. You know, like a normal person. Your phone should be in your hands at all
No,
times.
I
in, all,
found it.
in all walks of life.
All times? I don't know about that.
Yeah. Wait, I kind of
Mr.
don't know
Moon
exactly what to
vehemently
like process this.
denies the possibility. And it's hard to imagine the man in charge could be mistaken about the number that were in the air. Still, This inconsistency must tell us something, I'm sure.
As I said, both the lie every balloon in the skyline is safety. Because it doesn't prove. Yeah, because we don't have to prove that. This proves that it's not his, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, because here's the thing. On his balloon. Can we see the full balloon again? Because is it possible to see the where the stripe would be on that thing? Because it's a little too low to, I think, confirm.
We can't
if
see
it's
the
striped or not.
stripe.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is that we can't confirm the color or the stripe.
Yeah, no color, no stripe.
Wait, why are we holding this?
No
We already did
maidens.
this.
Oh, we already did? Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we pressed everything.
For some reason, I thought this was like new ass testimony.
No. We've done all the testimony.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yes, indeed, 3 balloons.
Because after dealing with it, it reset back to the start. So the
Yeah.
only thing we got was the photograph.
Yeah.
So we have to present the photograph on one of these. Zero recognize debris. No.
Maybe we present the photo here and argue that there's no stripe.
Do you want to try? Sure.
Yeah, I'll try. Because he seems very adamant about it.
No. Yeah, because there's no way to show.
Yeah, there's no way to
it's
show.
too low. Like we can't even try to spin that because it's too low to show the stripe.
Yeah. So I really wonder what it is.
My brain is telling me the copper. Okay, back to the coppers. Probably some debris thrown from the explosion. But we see the
We see a debris flying, right? Is that what you
we
mean?
see something. We see the explosion in the photo. I think so. Maybe it's the Gina thing. Something with the coppers.
Wait.
Wait.
There's no passengers. There you go.
Oh yeah,
There it is.
yeah. I mean we're idiots. Yeah, there's no passengers.
We were too busy looking at the balloon itself and not what's in it.
There was no maidens in this one.
Yeah.
This
Unfortunately,
balloon's got no maidens.
Unfortunately, there's no maidens in this balloon. The photograph Master Gotts took can't tell us the color of the balloon, but it can tell us something else, something crucially important: the lack of maidens. Trust me, I would know.
What?
It shows that the pictured balloon wasn't carrying any passengers. Oh, my goodness, you're right!
I can't believe we're all blind.
Surely all the balloons would have been carrying passengers. There would be no sense in it otherwise. Yeah, how is it flying? See, they are for pleasure, for seeing the view. My balloons only fly with passengers. Which tells us that the pictured balloon isn't one of them. So, when the incident occurred that day, there was a 4th balloon in the skies above the experimentation stage.
How is it that we always manage to
mysterious
bring up the extra?
Green balloon.
Like, every one of our things, we always bring up, like, just some random extra thing that came out of nowhere.
Yeah. I know nothing. Niente. I can only tell you one thing. If this balloon was not carrying passengers, then it was not one of mine.
Okay, we'll believe you on that one.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
There are legal tradesmen everywhere you'd care to look. Clearly, one such entrepreneur decided to capitalize on the opportunity presented at the Great Exhibition.
I hope he's not trying to argue that this doesn't matter.
Yeah. I managed to operate balloon flights on Mr. Loon's patch without him realizing.
See, the competition, trying to steal my profits. I did not notice because of the experimental that went wrong on the stage. This 4th balloon exploded at the very same moment. Mr. Ass
was beamed!
Mr. Ass. You watched Asobi Asobase, right? You watched it, right?
I have a feeling I know what you're trying to imply, and I don't like it.
The ass beam. we can see the ass beam in the photograph.
Look at the ass beam.
Okay, anyway. Mr. Asman was beamed from the stage below.
Right. Right. So them scraps that fell on the ground after and left them scorch marks. They didn't come from the stage at all. It was bits of the balloon raining down. Right? My Gina whistle. Because no one was in it, it didn't get no attention. Yeah, because no one
mysterious fourth balloon carrying no passengers.
No maidens.
Silently floating over the experimentation stage.
Objection!
This photograph shows us nothing more. It literally has a laser beam. Bro, a stray balloon carrying no one and operated by some rogue trader. Clearly has nothing to do with this case.
Enhance. Its relevance does elude me, I must say.
The court has seen sufficient evidence and heard ample testimony already.
You're the one who brought the child in. You must suffer your own consequences.
The prosecution calls for this trial to be concluded. I was reading, the newspaper. Eating. Somehow he's not asleep.
Yeah, he's not asleep. Unlike the other old man. Really?
Somehow.
Have we really gotten to the truth yet? No. I can't let this opportunity slip away. Jurors' minds are made up, and not in our favor. What else can this photograph tell us? Is there nothing more we can learn from it? There's more!
Look right in the middle!
I can't stop looking at the damn laser.
That's the strangest part about this whole thing!
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, wait. Please don't give your decisions yet. The photograph
Please use your eyes for
from
2
Master
seconds.
Gotts may well be hiding one more vital clue.
Not really hiding, less than just showing
in
it
plain
straight to your
sight.
face.
What's that? A vital clue?
Objection!
We're well past the point for mere possibilities.
Pet the kitty? Alright. Okay, I'll put on the head pat.
You are fourth.
Welcome in, Kyoki Satori. Welcome in.
It's time for definitives now, so tell the court. What exactly did this alleged clue in the photograph prove?
Cause of the explosion.
Proves that everyone here is blind.
We can reasonably assume. I'm glad that they don't make us point out what's wrong with it. We can reasonably assume that the pictured balloon was destroyed in the searing heat of the explosion. Oh, we're good, we're good. Yeah, we're just knees deep in this trial.
Yeah, with exploding balloons and... Yeah, that's right, it was not my fault. It's a stupid cameraman. Evidently. Because the birdcage from the kinesis machine materialized in the sky where it had been flying. I really believe in my friend, alright? Just trust me. And the balloon being filled with flammable hydrogen instantly and explosively ignited.
Objection!
Objection. No, that's not what happened.
What?
It would appear that this photograph requires closer No.
Look at this
Counsel for the
photograph.
defense, you will now highlight the location, damn it, of this alleged clue in the photograph for the court.
Please point it out to us. I cannot see for myself.
Of course, my lord. If you look closely, it's plain enough to see. And what's shown is linked to another piece of evidence we have. In a way that leads to an unbelievable conclusion. Alright, so we're gonna point this out.
That is really obvious to anybody
and the
that isn't
crossbow.
here. Yep.
The clue that heavily suggests that the real reason the balloon exploded is...
I mean, then again, to be fair, they don't know about the crossbow because we literally just stole it.
Yeah, we stole it. The timing of this photograph can only be described as miraculous. Like a ladybug. If you look, you'll notice there's a bright white line that appears to point directly at the balloon.
Most likely a ray of light caught incidentally on
What?
film. Somehow coming from the ground.
I'm afraid that I can see nothing of... What?
I'm afraid that we're all blind.
If you look with a magnifying glass, my lord, it becomes clear what the nature of this bright line really is.
I'm gonna actually like zoom in on the.
Yes.
Is it gonna like show clearly? No, it's not even.
Goodness, what is that?
Undeniably some flash of light, yes.
Oh golly, do you think it might be lightning?
Doo-doo?
Do.
But it couldn't have been a finer day.
Everyone.
I believe we may be looking at a fire.
What are you on? Pulled to fire. Headed straight for the balloon. Like an arrow.
Like an arrow, yes, like an arrow.
Well, you're right about that last part.
Indeed, even to my aging eyes, it would appear to be a sort of flame of some sort.
Oh, I think they are saying that
word.
it was a flaming arrow.
Yeah. Are you suggesting that this flame struck the hydrogen gas that filled the balloon?
Objection!
That's absurd. The balloon would have been 60 feet above the ground at the time. No flame could have possibly reached such a height.
It's not a flame.
Objection!
Objection.
Well, hey, like an arrow, did you forget that part?
Actually, it's my opinion that a particular piece of evidence found at the scene reveals how that is exactly what did happen.
What evidence? You hiding shit from me?
If such evidence exists, Counsel, then for goodness sake, present it, man!
Just fucking present it! Come the fuck on!
What evidence explains this mysterious streak of flame that appears to be headed directly for the balloon? Well, Your Honor, I couldn't show it.
Take that!
Hold on, let me show you this gun. Oh, don't point it at me!
This was found hidden at the foot of a small ornamental tree near the scene. Good lord, is that a crossbow? An arrow dipped in oil and set alight could have been shot from this weapon, sending a flaming arrow straight into the hydrogen-filled balloon.
Are you suggesting that crossbow was used to deliberately... Blimey, you're right! That streak of light in the photo looks just like an arrow, doesn't it?
Then the explosion of the balloon, it was very likely the result of a flaming arrow from this crossbow igniting the hydrogen gas inside it.
Ah! I can't believe I didn't see it.
Order!
I can't believe I didn't see you carry that into my office the 3 times that you came in.
It was in Iris's backpack. Counsel.
Even more confusing.
This is an extraordinary supposition.
Well, then again, Iris carries random weapons on her at all times, so
Yeah.
you know, it's like
If the
open
aim-
carry rules. Just I'll believe you.
If the aim was to cause the balloon to explode, the shooter could have used a gun, of course. However, there's an obvious reason why that would have been out of the question.
Too easy to track, yeah. The noise of the discharge, of course.
Crossbow silent?
Yeah.
That's right.
Like,
By using
that
a
is something.
crossbow, the projectile could be fired at the balloon silently.
I thought you played Danganronpa V3.
No,
No, what do you mean no? Yeah, well, if someone had shot a gun off of the exhibition grounds, it would have caused a real panic.
what if they shot at
top
the
of the
same
double-
time as the explosion?
On top of all the explosions and all that.
But with the big explosion, there was a very big panic anyway, no?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. So they could have used a gun anyway. So what's the point? I don't like this. I should be pleased to have found a plausible new explanation for all this, but something feels wrong.
Objection!
Do you understand the implications of what you're saying, my Nipponese friend?
If a flaming arrow did indeed hit the balloon, then obviously would have exploded, and with a birdcage appeared from the cloud of smoke that ensued.
What? Wait a minute. What are you really saying here? I don't get it. What, was the birdcage beamed up into the sky after all, or what?
My goodness me!
Yeah. They're realizing that, oh yeah, this is part of the act.
Ah, Now I understand. That's what that sinking feeling is about.
Yeah.
I think there's a good chance that the birdcage was actually concealed inside the balloon all along, just as I thought.
Somehow.
Just like that photograph.
just like that diagram you showed me earlier.
Did I just hear that correctly, Council?
Like, the funny part is that they show it to you overlaid over the balloon.
Yeah.
And the worst, and the first part, I was like, oh, it's sent from, like, it's very specifically placed inside the balloon.
It's
and
so
where my
silly.
brain was like, oh, it was just, it was the basket. No, it literally shows you how it happened.
Millie's string theocracy.
Oh, that is, okay. That is definitely a song.
I also can't sing right now.
Yeah, not right now. Eventually.
Yeah, I'll have to refund you.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it during a collab stream.
Yeah, it's fine. That's it. Hey, good taste. By the way, because I actually know that song. That is the theme song for Library of Ruinia.
Yeah.
If you don't know that one.
I wouldn't know it either, so I'd have to ask
like,
you for a different song, anyways.
Needs training. But yeah, that's the title. That's the opening theme for Library of Ruinia. It's a really good song.
Yeah.
And messed up. It's all English too, so it's actually not that hard to learn.
The horse is bolted.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Library too. You see, look!
Yeah. This is exactly my thought. So, the arrow pierced his chest inside the balloon and dropped him.
Yeah, I'm also waiting for Ligma Company. Yes, I called it Ligma Company.
Let's assume, as I said, that the birdcage was hidden inside the green balloon for a start. On stage, when the experiment was started, the birdcage and the instantaneous kinesis machine disappeared in the cloud of smoke.
That's even worse.
Yeah, it was obviously some kind of magic trick. The explosions were...
No, I'm just reading your chat.
At that moment, the flaming arrow was fired from the ground,
Yeah.
causing the green balloon to explode and drawing the attention of the spectators to the sky above their heads. From amid the smoke, the hidden birdcage then appeared to fall down and crash into the crystal tower.
And no one is gonna question, like, the basket that would have fallen as well.
I think you'll all agree it's entirely plausible that what I've just described is the real truth behind the miraculous experiment carried out that day. Good grief!
Objection!
No, magic is real. You can't do this to me. This is ludicrous. What you described is no science experiment.
Yeah, no shit, Van Zeeks.
It's child's play. A contemptible display of stage magic. Meanwhile, the magician on stage is like, oh, hey. Don't shut up.
Both Mr. Sholmes and Iris said that the experiment was a scientific impossibility. In which case, this is the only way to explain what happened that day.
In any case, the victim's body was found inside the birdcage in the crystal tower. If the instantaneous kinesis didn't take place, how do you explain that?
If I may put in a word, as a matter of magic myself,
Finally.
such apparent discrepancies can easily be explained by some simple deception. Juror number 3. All that would be needed is a doppelganger, someone who looked very similar to the victim, Mr. Asman,
Exactly.
and having this other man appear on stage to front the show as our body double. Yes, of course. So in fact, Mr. Asman must have been inside the birdcage that was concealed inside the balloon right from the start.
Which would also mean he's been dead from the start, which is even more fucked. And that balloon would have been filled with hydrogen.
Exactly.
He would have been fucking dead.
Yes.
Anything inside it would have been scattered to the 4 winds when it exploded. but it's strapped into the birdcage. No one would have ever embarked on such a risky venture. He's dead by then, dude.
What if it's a hot air balloon instead of a gas balloon?
Not necessarily. The explosive force of the gas balloon would very much depend upon the mixture ratio.
The ratio?
Oh, the ratio plus L plus take this lead.
Plus no maidens. Juror number 4.
Flying balloons are rarely filled with pure hydrogen, but a mixture of other gases, such as helium as well.
I see.
Helium on its own doesn't explode, but by controlling the gas mixture ratio, the explosive force can be altered. Mixture ratio?
Whoever designed this balloon is definitely a chemist.
Obviously, the victim's body would have suffered some burns. That would be unavoidable. But not to such an extent that as to render the whole obscene charade impossible.
So everything that happened can be explained, logically and scientifically. The explosion that engulfed the stage at the start of the experiment was no accident. It was all part of an elaborate deception, to make it appear that instantaneous kinesis had occurred. Super high voltage instantaneous kinesis, by that. Well, goodness me! And if we accept that this is what happened, it means that the victim, Mr. Asman, was never present on the public experimentation stage to begin with.
His ass was never present.
Yeah, his ass was not out. In fact, it was filled with gas!
Oh God, no!
In short, he couldn't have been killed by the defendant, who was on stage in full view the entire time.
I feel like the only joke with Asman at this point is just the fact that how many ass jokes we can make.
Exactly. There's so many ass jokes. We had to prove the metal rim.
Okay.
This will be very hard for the prosecution to counter. Lord Van Siegs can't credibly maintain that Professor Hairbrain is his suspect now. That's where you're wrong. Oh, but Hairbrain can debate it himself.
Don't you dare!
I knew it.
Mr. Naruhodo, I appreciate your efforts. Thank you.
Professor.
Professor? But you can stop now. Just keep your mouth shut, please.
Sorry.
What's all this about, Mr. Hairbrain? I, Albert Hairbrain, hereby confess that that was me who stabbed Mr. Asman.
I fucking hate this guy. He's so adamant on proving his experiment was a success.
Nuts. You are literally... Yes, it was me, with my faithful friend and partner, Andrew the Screwdriver.
Don't call it that.
My accomplice,
What?
my partner in crime.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
We desperately need a second person.
Please, someone
We need
shut him
help.
up.
Order, order, order. Defendant, explain this sudden confession.
Objection!
Objection. Professor Hairbrain, what are you talking about?
It's what I've said all along.
Do you have air on your brain?
No, just hair. I must protect my hypothesis and my precious machine.
This is definitely a hairy situation you've gotten yourself into.
You stand there and claim it was all a trick, a little elaborate prank, but where's your proof? No, you'd have to examine the machine if you wanted to prove it, but then it would all be over. My beautiful hypothesis will be laid bare. I mean, the dignity of it!
What is called the Great Exhibition. It's clear that you drew the plans for the experiment. You didn't actually build it. It's quite conceivable that you were duped, Professor. If you just let me, I can prove...
Barrick!
Yes.
He actually responded to that.
What do you want from me?
I'll cooperate. I'll do whatever you say. I swear. So please.
I don't know that song either.
Well, I think we're kind of in a stage where we can't really talk about songs right now because we're a bit stuck.
Sure, the SDC is here to protect my creation.
I need this. Pray forgive the discourtesy. I feel like my hollowed chalice at this crucial juncture. I'm just really fucking out of it. Here's to my learned Nipponese friend.
What?
And his upcoming attempt to clarify the defense's position in light of the accused's confession. Do you intend to formally assert that the experiment was nothing more than a conjuring trick? Because the moment you do, the special defense, the SDC that protects the professor's invention will cease to apply. Prosecution will then demand a rigorous examination of the machinery involved in order to establish the truth. However, if you acknowledge that the machine is genuine and it's instrumental in the victim's murder, any chance of investigating will be crushed, and the confidentiality of the professor's hypothesis preserved.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a very 50-50 situation
Well,
here, but like
counsel,
really...
what is the defense's official position on this matter?
Science or like his
truth is-
dreams or his life?
The truth is way more important. I don't care
Yeah.
what Professor
Man,
Hairbrain...
fuck Hairbrain. Like, who cares
Yeah.
on Hairbrain? I just want to know.
My client actually asked of me. He'll thank us later. Was to prove that the explosion on stage was an accident and protect the secrecy of his hypothesis. But there's no way to do that without implying the professor's guilt.
He doesn't care about being guilty. That's messed up.
Yeah. Do I protect my client's life by asserting his innocence? Or do I uphold my client's request but see him condemned? Either way, I can't avoid betraying his trust.
You've been silent long enough. Is it talking your trade, my learned friend? Or has all knowledge of English escaped your confused Nipponese mind? Is your ego not Josu enough for this?
Mr. Naruto.
There's no escape here. I have to make a choice.
He's making the
But
fucking, like...
it's an
This pose is
impossible
the
one.
worst.
I have to give up on something, but what? The defense asserts that the defendant's instantaneous, super high voltage, instantaneous kinesis machine, linear algebraic wave motion cannon was in fact. I wonder if we'll get like
your thought of this?
I wonder if we'll get like a different ending if we choose the wrong one.
Yeah. We're going with an actual experiment?
Well, that's not my final answer.
Or are we
but-
gonna bluff our way through this?
No, I want to see both things. No, I can't say it.
Well-
My client places faith in me. I just can't let him down. Wait, false answer?
What must I give up on? It's
Sholmes?
not the question you have to ask yourself here. It's what can I protect?
Susato! Hello again, Mr. Naruhodo. It's been far too long.
Huh?
Susato-san! But what are you... What the...
Oh fuck!
Now?
Oh no, she's real!
My first Susato takedown in 6 months. I've been craving it. There'll be time to talk later, Mr. Naruhodo. For now, we must concentrate on the task at hand.
Wake the fuck up.
which is working out not what I have to give up on, but what I can protect. Wow, so that was a fake,
Fake
it was
choice.
illusion of choice, yes.
Oh yeah, I love Susato.
Professor Hairbrain,
Yes?
yesterday you told me that science is the pursuit of truth. Well, my job is to pursue the truth too. That's why we're playing the pursuit music.
Yes, of course.
And personally, I believe that you didn't stab Mr. Asman. I think you've come to realize something yourself too, haven't you? That your experiment and the machine you built with the victim are questionable. The truth behind that is what we must both pursue now.
I didn't know you had bust on the mind.
I always do. Unfortunately. Even though I
I'll just
would
talk
call
about
myself...
ass.
Yeah, unfortunately I would call myself an ass man.
God.
My leg!
So, you finally opened your eyes. Also, who let this woman in?
What? Woman? Ah!
As for you, Albert, you can't ignore this any longer.
Huh?
Having heard my learned friend's assertion,
Hesitation.
my friend's ass, don't you have something to say?
Barrack.
Lord Van Zeeks. Gosh, I've never heard him speak that way before.
Part of me was hoping that Susato was just a figment of his imagination for a moment. It's like
He
legitimately.
flipped him imaginatively?
He flipped himself in his brain.
No way.
In truth, there's one thing. Something I remembered that's of relevance.
What?
On the day it happened, just before I began the experiment, I saw a man near the stage.
Yes, a
Okay,
man.
so we can. So we might be able to explain it with sabotage, which
Yeah.
technically preserves both aspects.
A man holding that crossbow.
Oh.
The third man. I beg your pardon?
And you didn't report this?
Professor! Did the man have any distinguishing features? What did he look like?
He looked British.
Oh no. Taller than me. Thin.
Taller than me, and thin.
Thinner?
Thinner than me, with straighter, and whiter than mine.
Tall, thin, straight, white.
Damn.
Let me see.
One less
One
lens.
less lens than me too. A monocle, a rather stylish black monocle.
Could it not be Asman himself?
But one thing in particular will help to possibly identify the man. You see,
Huh?
I know him very well. What? After all, he's the engineer who built the invention.
Oh, finally.
What?
Oh, even Van Zeeks didn't know. He built the machine.
That's right. Mr. Asman introduced me to him a year ago. He's a man by the name of Enoch Drebber.
Enoch.
Wait, they know?
Drebber?
How do they know him?
Do you both know?
Does his name mean something? Members of the jury seem flustered.
Not a name any scientist wishes to hear. That man's an abomination.
Not a name any conjurer wishes to hear either.
Oh.
Who on earth is he?
I'm afraid this isn't the first tale of this nature that I've heard of scientific circles in connection with that name. There was talk of other flamboyant experiments that turn out to be nothing but staged trickery in the end. Obviously, the rascals after the government research grant money.
When magicians are in need of money, I've heard of them resorting to these underhand tactics. Some acquaintances of mine with experiments of such things have mentioned Enoch Drebber's name before.
So he's like an illusionist,
Yeah.
con artist. The man is both an engineer and a magician. Yes, we're dealing with an unparalleled confidence trickster.
Yeah, his mustache directly comes out of his nose.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Chad.
Let's set October for you. So yeah, an engineer magician. So really fucked. So if he's involved, then definitely it's not even like his hypothesis. Like this is without a doubt means that whatever he made is an actual sham.
Yeah.
But he cannot say that with confidence.
Yep.
So it's true then. My invention, my great machine, it was just a grand delusion.
Considering what we've just heard before about Mr. Draba's character, I'm sorry to say that it sounds increasingly likely.
At least he can understand it now.
Yeah.
Even though no one else believed it, I wanted to. I wanted to believe that my machine would function exactly as my hypothesis predicted.
Which is why you were so opposed to it being investigated, I presumed.
I knew if the machine was examined in detail, its construction would give away my hypothesis. Obviously, I didn't want that to happen. But at the same time, I knew that if it was found to be nothing more than a trick, than a work of deception, that everything I'd worked towards, all my research, all my dreams, my whole life would be over. I was terrified at the prospect.
So you really had no idea then, did you? About the true nature of the machine that was built, and the true nature of Mr. Draba.
I never questioned anything. I didn't want to question it.
It's entirely possible that Mr. Asman and Mr. Draba were working together to use you as a means of fraudulently acquiring the research grant money.
When I announced my invention to the crowds that day, it was my finest moment of my career. I pulled all the levers and turned all the dials in exactly the way Mr. Drebber had described. Ooh. When the smoke suddenly started billowing out, I panicked. I didn't know what was happening. But I really don't know how the whole illusion was made to work. I don't know anything anymore.
It does suck, but let me confirm one final point with you, Professor. Do you now consent to the prosecution submitting the necessary paperwork to release your invention from the protection afforded by the SDC? I didn't even let that finish scrolling because I already know what it is. The abbreviations are really nice.
Yes. Please go ahead. I'm very sorry.
Like, at least he can accept it, you know?
Yeah. Unfortunately, that was too much of a harebrained scheme.
I fucking...
It would appear that we shall have to suspend proceedings for the remainder of the day now. Lord Van Zeeks.
My lord, sorry, I was... I had my eyes closed. I couldn't hear you.
Court has... Wait, what?
I was hoping you'd catch that.
Of course I did. These are the professionals that we could afford in here. The court has been newly made aware of another party whose involvement in this matter is critical. Boy, Stephen.
Yes, Mr. Drebber.
What?
Just
Gather information about this man, if possible. I should like him served with a subpoena.
with pleasure, my lord. The moment you mentioned voice, I'm like, you mentioned a certain critical who was voice. What do you want from me?
Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Now, defense for... Fuck.
Now, defense for the council.
Council for the defense.
But who's gonna defend the council?
Yes. My lord.
Who's this woman you let into the room?
Why did we let her in? With no like announcement.
She just showed up and tossed a funeral.
Yeah, just tossed me. When we reconvene, I shall be looking for one thing and one thing alone from you.
The paperwork
Evidence
that lets this woman
that the
into this
defendant
court.
is innocent of the crime for which you presently stand accused. Still, I understand. Good. In that case, this court is adjourned until tomorrow morning. Oh, God.
Also, Susanoo had like all of like what 2 scenes?
Yeah.
Like she just showed up.
She just
tossed Naruhodo.
gave us advice. She didn't even give us evidence. Just
No,
advice.
she just tossed your ass upside down.
Yeah, that was the
That's it.
advice. That was it.
Like I know the usual advice in Ace Attorney is turn your thinking around, but I think Susanoo literally just turned his head around
Yeah.
and just said, you know what? Make it literal. Yeah. Mr. Naruhodo,
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
You better be.
I was wrong. You were right. I tricked you. You trusted me. I dragged you into my mess. Oh, how did this come to this? I'm so sorry.
Sounding a lot like my fellow Nipponese friend.
Yeah, I'm slowly turning to Soseki with this.
Did you really have no idea, Professor? About what Mr. Drebber was really up to, I mean. About what he was really constructing.
Naturally. That machine was the embodiment of my hypothesis. All my hopes and dreams. I had complete faith in it. But
All right.
not in his building.
In that case, I won't say any more. Now, sadly, the murder accusation against you still stands. So we must do as much investigation as we can before the trial resumes tomorrow.
The double. What was the double like poke up there? Well, thank you for doing so much for me. We're just gonna not acknowledge this. I was gonna say, let's not acknowledge Susanoo at all.
I'm so sorry for arriving late this morning, Mr. Naruhodo. Arriving late?
What do you mean?
Didn't you
arrived
receive
at
my
the-
postcard? I wanted to let you know when I'd arrived.
Oh, I swear to fucking God,
We did
Schultz.
not- Oh. Postcard? What postcard? I hid it from you, Runo, so it would be a surprise!
You piece
Fuck.
of shit!
No wonder Iris wasn't here. Oh my god. Well, did it work? I was surprised, alright. Especially when she threw me to the ground.
And I
Oh
threw it
dear,
on the
I'm so sorry. It said in the letter exactly that I would throw you as soon as I saw you. I was just so happy to see you again that it sort of slipped out.
Just naturally. Just...
Maybe we could stick to more traditional displays of emotion in the future?
Yes, like hand holding and.
What? Not with Miss Susato. What would Kazuma think?
What would Kazuma think? What would Kazuma do? Is
What
like,
would Kazuma do? Ah, yes, my blade.
yes.
Susie's
Traditional
train
shows
was
of
late into
affection,
London
cutting people
Victoria this morning, you see. But we made the coachman really whip the horses hard, so you didn't miss the whole trial.
The horses, no!
Jesus. I was watching from the gallery for a while, but in the end, I'm afraid I couldn't contain myself.
So I jumped from down upstairs.
Yeah. My leg! Well, I'm glad you didn't. Oh? Having you at my side in court gives me the strength I need to win. So, I'm, delighted to see you, back in London. Oh, you're too kind, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm delighted to be here.
By the way, you look a lot more dashing.
I hope I can continue to be of service to you. Of course. So, what's brought you back? Did Professor Bigotoba not protest? Let's save all that conversation for when we're back at home, shall we? So we can look at all the things in Shom's house again.
Now it's Sato here.
You know, I made one of my most special blends ever for this special occasion. Oh, Iris, how wonderful! I can't wait.
It's been forever since I had not Japanese tea.
Yeah. Susato-san was back in London. I'm saying this out loud again. It's hard to describe how happy that made me feel at the time. But despite my elation, our tale was about to take yet another extraordinary turn.
And then Sholmes died. I swear to God!
And then Sholmes died.
The end.
The end.
That's the game!
That's it.
Oh boy.
You want to call it?
Yeah, probably a good place to call it.
Yeah. I don't
that
think...
said, that was surprisingly quick.
Yeah, that was a short trial.
For now, but...
For now. Yeah. Oh, it's Investigation Part 2. Perfect.
Oh, hey! It's not a Part 3!
They know how to count
For
again.
no reason!
Yeah.
They learned how to count, finally!
Oh my god. Oh. Yeah.
Well, that was fun for what it was worth.
I didn't get
I just
too
really
much
hope I don't
last
have to voice a young German boy again.
I'm sure he's done.
Please be done.
I'm really
Please, for
curious
the love
about
of
this
God.
engineer fellow.
Yeah, this engineer magician.
Thinner than Hairbrain. I wonder what he looks like. He probably looks like a stick.
Yes, he's just a giant stick, man.
Yeah.
He's not even like he doesn't even have a 3D model. He's just a 2D stick, man.
Oh, he's the Danganronpa
heart.
character.
He's a Danganronpa character.
Yeah.
The ultimate
That would
engineer.
be
Wait, hold up.
interesting.
It's just fucking Kazi. It's
Oh no.
just,
Did you say engineer or did you mean architect?
no, not that one. Hold on.
Yes. Anyways, so tomorrow I'll be playing Yakuza, and that'll be it for this week's streams. How about you?
Yeah, you're definitely playing Mahjong tomorrow.
No, I'm not. No.
After this, I will teach you Mahjong. I'm making you boot up Yakuza. We're teaching you Mahjong off stream.
No, I'm not doing that.
You have to get the achievements.
No, I don't. I don't care for achievements.
But it's for the completion points. It actually has purpose.
Everything in the game has purpose.
True.
Yes. What are you doing?
Tomorrow I'm probably streaming a game that when did it come out? It came out literally today. So,
Yeah, the Haiku.
which is Haiku the robot, which is a 2D GBA looking as
yeah.
Metroidvania, which looks really nice, and I'm
Sounds like it'll
really
be
curious
fun.
about it.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like a mechanical Hollow Knight, legitimately. So I'm very curious to see how it plays. Give that a good go tomorrow.
Anyone you would like to raid?
As per usual, no, not really. That's the thing. Like most of the people that, well, actually, if you want to, well, between me and you, I guess, Sephia's on.
Yeah, we can raid Sophia.
With Sonic Adventure DX Directors Cut.
Fortunately, no Moist Critical, so we can't raid him. My good friend.
Too bad, isn't it? I can't. I can only do a Moist Critical voice for like certain things.
Also, is it bad that anytime I try to do that voice, my brain imagines Sane's Undertale? Is that bad?
Yes. What do they have to do with each other?
I don't know why. I think my brain has now just assumed that Sane sounds like voice critical, and that's the worst thing I could ever imagine in my life.
Yeah.
It's me, Sans. Sans Undertale.
Sans doesn't even have a voice. It's like blips.
Yeah, it's just. By the way, you do know the sound bite that actually is, right?
What?
I forget what the what the actual like thing is, but it's like a segment of Patrick from the episode where like SpongeBob's like ugly and like killing people.
Really?
It is quite literally like
they actually took that? No way.
It is like no, it is straight up just like a small bit of Patrick's voice, but like just like high pitched and fast.
Really?
To sound like typewriting. Yeah, it's. I'll show you that eventually if you really want me to. I'll find the proof.
What the heck?
That's a whole other thing. We're not to rate Sephia.
Yeah, are they allowed to do that?
Art's having a really big revelation out of nowhere.
They can't be real.
Well, we'll figure that out off stream. So I'll see you guys.
Yeah. Oh, yards to me. Great Ace Attorney streams, same time. Thursdays and Tuesdays. Yes. Reverse that. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Goodbye.
Time doesn't work normally. Bye. See ya.
Bye. Take care.